Media Sports presents Glasgow High School Scotties football.
I gotta make plays all day, man. It's a work day. Hit me on three. 1, 2, 3.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, The People's Bank, La Nacional Restaurant, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Joe Myers, Applebee's, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow, and Aero Safety.
Here we go. Right back down the field here, buddy.
It's time for your Don Franklin Auto countdown to kickoff.
High School at Hank Royse Stadium, where tonight we have a critical district ball game for the Glasgow football team. They need a win tonight to qualify for the playoffs, which begin 2 weeks from this evening. Hello, everybody. I'm Joe Myers, soon to be joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce Dubuque for our broadcast. The Scotties come into this ball game at 3-5 overall. They are 0-3 in the district. Scotties coming off of a tough loss. They played well last week at Hart County, but fell in that ball game by a final score of 15-7. Butler County winless on the year. They are 0-8, 0-3 in district play, just like the Scotties. They're coming off of a 42-12 loss at home last week to Adair County. So, again, the winner of this game qualifies for the playoffs. The loser does not. So, very important game here for the Scotties. Glasgow won the last meeting between these two schools last year in a blowout back on October the 20th. It was the Scotties with a 47-0 win in Morgantown. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, and we'll sit down with Glasgow head coach Jeff Garman to get his thoughts on tonight's matchup with these Butler County Bears. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow. If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Welcome back here to Hank Royse Field on the campus of Glasgow High School, where the Scotties get set to take on Butler County in their final regular season district game of the year. Of course, they'll play one more regular season game outside of the district next week against Somerset. But Jeff Garman joins us now here, of course, head coach for the Glasgow's football team. Jeff, obviously this is a must-win tonight for your ball club if you want to get into the playoffs. Obviously, I know everybody wants to do that. Do you feel any sense of extra pressure from the kids' standpoint of trying to win this ball game tonight?
No, I mean it's pretty much been the same preparation as what we've done, all year long. The kids, for some of the misfortunes that we've had, the kids still show up and try to relatively practice hard and try to get a game plan in and then go out and try to execute it.
Last week was one of the better performances, especially defensively, I thought, for your team all season long, Jeff. Number 2, Hart County in Class 3A. You held them to just 15 points, only 170 rushing yards. They averaged 384 rushing yards a game. What did you guys do so well defensively against that team?
I just thought we played good team defense. We've played them now a couple of times here in the last 3 times in the last, year and a half. So, kind of got a pretty good idea of what they like to do and what they try to do. And I just thought our kids executed the game plan pretty well on the defensive side of the ball. They did what we needed to do to slow them down. We didn't give up big plays until maybe you call the last touchdown a big play. But, we played pretty solid. We tackled well and played good as a team.
One of your starting linebackers, Trey Smith, led your team in tackles with 11. He was our player of the game for his performance in that contest. How have you seen Trace improve as the season has gone along here, Jeff?
I thought the last 2 or 3 games, Trace really has improved. So, if you go back the last 3 games and you look at our defense, we've only given up like 2 rushing touchdowns in the last 3 games. So our kids stopping the run's a big deal for us. I feel like we've done that. We've eliminated some big runs out of from teams' offenses, and I just believe our defense has given our offense a chance all year long to be competitive in games, and we just played really well. The things that hurt us is on defense has been some situational football. Just like the other night, I thought when it's a 3rd and 12, we give up a pass when in that necessary action. But the other night, our defense did create 2 turnovers. So, overall as a unit, I think our defense has played pretty well, pretty solid the whole time.
One of those turnovers that they created was the 5th interception of the season for Kellen Stone, which actually puts him at number 1 in Class 3A throughout the state, Jeff. What does Kellen do so well to put himself in position to get those interceptions?
Kellen runs, and when you're a runner, he gets downhill. He's had his moments this year tackling some issues where he kind of goes a little high, but overall he's got good ball skills. And I just felt so good the other night when it was 3rd and 12 or whatever it was, and they ran the play that they did. We were lined up just perfect. They threw it to the guy, and I said, "This ball's intercepted," and it just went over Kellen's head by about a yard. He jumped maybe just a little too soon, but he's had a solid year all year long. Has had a really good senior year, and we're talking about a kid that when he started in this program, you never knew if he was going to how much he was going to have to get better to be able to play on the varsity level, and he did, and he's gotten his body in better shape and plays hard, plays with a lot of determination, and he's still got a lot of pride in him, plays hard.
Max Lee left that game with an injury, Jeff, in the second half. What's his status going forward here?
He was fine. It was just something with his leg, or I'm not even sure what it was, to be honest with you, but he's practiced every day this week. He's been fine.
That's good to hear. Butler County comes in here struggling, Jeff. Obviously, they're 0-8, but what are some things that you've seen on film maybe that this Butler County team does pretty well?
Well, I mean, they on defensively, they've had trouble stopping people when they – they tend to end up blitzing a lot more, which ends up, if you can get the right play called at the right time, they'll get you on some plays, but you've got opportunities for big plays. Offensively, they got a quarterback who's really athletic. They throw the ball a lot. Got 4 receivers. They got one receiver who's caught probably 30 balls, and the other 2 or 3 guys are around 15, 12 catches. So they spread the ball around a little bit. It's not just one guy. But, the big thing that makes them go to me is the quarterback who's got some legs, and he will run the ball and he will throw the ball, and he will scramble. So you've got to keep him kind of under control and in check. And, our defense will have their hands full, trying to do with that. It's a different game. It's going to be a game of space. They're going to spread you out, and you've got to be able to tackle in space.
You mentioned the quarterback, Garrett Phelps. He's completing about 55% of his passes, a little over 1,400 yards. He's rushed, as you said, leads the team in rushing, 730 yards. With those 13 touchdown passes that he's thrown, he's also thrown 11 interceptions, Jeff. Do you feel like there will be some opportunities for your defense to create some turnovers against Butler County?
Well, we hope so. That's the plan, and that's what we're trying to create, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to protect the ball, not turn the ball over, and trying to get as many takeaways as we possibly can. He has shown that if you'll stay back, not give up big plays, there are opportunities for you to intercept the ball.
Their other kid who's rushed for over 300 yards is Lonnie Phelps, where he's number 24, second on the team. What does he look like on film?
He looks quick. Him and the quarterback both look quick in what we've watched. Gets downhill real quick, not real big, but he's elusive. They'll send him out on some pass routes too. So they do a lot of different things. Our defense, we just have to play our defense. You got to honor your gaps and keep your integrity on your rush lanes to keep him in the pocket where he can't take off scrambling. And you better have somebody there for when he does scramble, because, he can run just a little bit.
Defensively, what do they like to do on that side of the ball?
It looks like they've been in a 4-4 all year long, and like I said, they like to blitz those outside receivers, like to blitz the inside linebackers. So that's something that we've got to be ready for. But it's just a base 4-4 cover 3. So, it's nothing that we haven't already seen this year. We just got to go out and execute, take care of the football. That's the key. We go back, I think it's in the last 5 games, 11 turnovers. That's kind of very uncharacteristic for what we try to do here. And we just can't beat ourselves. You got to eliminate some penalties in situations that count, and we're close. I see some light. We're close. We just got to put everything together where both sides of the ball are playing well at the same time, and I think if we do that, we can cause some problems to some people.
Good luck tonight, Jeff. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Scotty head coach Jeff Garman, and when we come back on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we will give you the starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. We'll also be joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribute. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back here to Hank Royse Stadium on the campus of Glasgow High School. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune along with you for our broadcast. Time now to introduce you to the starting lineups for both ball clubs. These are brought to you by TJ Regional Health. First for the Butler County Bears, starting at left tackle, it'll be Christian White. He's a junior. Left guard is Eli Oakes, a sophomore. At center, Reese Philbeck. He is a senior. The right guard, Xander Stokes, is a junior. Right tackle, Will Amos, is a junior. Four wideouts, they are Trevor DeWeese, a senior, Clayton DeWeese, a senior, Kellen Meredith, a senior, and Kanan Vincent, a sophomore. Running back is Lonnie Phillips, he's a senior, and the quarterback is Garrett Phillips, also a senior. Defensively for the Bears, at the tackle spots, you've got Xander Stokes and Reese Philbeck. The defensive ends are Christian White and Will Amos. The linebackers are Lonnie Phillips, Tucker Desjardins, who's a senior, Kevin Robbins, who's a sophomore, Jet Johnson, who's a junior. The cornerbacks are Caden Richardson, a freshman, Maddox Moore, a sophomore, and the safety is Garrett Phelps. Head coach for Butler County is Josh Robbins in his first season with the Bears. They come in here at 0-8. Assistants are Austin Fleener, Cole Tynes, Jagger Henderson, Roscoe Bratcher, and Ryan Emick. Now time for the Glasgow starters on offense, brought to you by TJ Regional Health. At left tackle, you've got Jordan Huffman, a 6', 270 sophomore. The left guard is Justice Payton, a 5'7", 220 senior. At center, Javion Twyman, a 5'10", 225 junior. Right guard is Parker McGowan, a 6'2", 344 senior. At right tackle, Kievan Massey, a 6'1", 241 junior. The tight end, Grayson Bartley, a 6', 160 junior. Wide outs are Jalen Bradley, a 5'10", 140 sophomore, and Jarek Martin, a 6'5", 185 junior. The fullback, Kanan Allen, the 5'10", 180 junior. Tailback, Cam Allen, the 6', 160, or Cam Bull, excuse me, a 6', 167 junior. And quarterback is Hudson Gum, a 6'1", 170 junior. Defensively for Glasgow, the nose guard, Justice Payton. The defensive tackles, Kievan Massey and Xander Contreras. Contreras, a 6'2", 215 junior. Linebackers are Trey Smith, a 5'10", 156 junior. Max Lee, a 6'1", 201 senior. And Brady Geary, a 6', 195 senior. Cornerbacks are Jalen Bradley and Jarek Martin. The left safety is Ryder Heller, a 5'11", 180 sophomore. Middle safety, Kellen Stone, a 5'11", 160 senior. And the right safety, Kanan Allen. Head coach for the Scotties is Jeff Garman. Jeff's in his 10th season with Glasgow with an overall record of 82 wins and 35 losses. Glasgow assistant coaches are Blaze Tylicki, Cameron Garman, Kevin Estes, Randall Parmley, Stephen Buford, and Tyler Hughes. And those are your starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. And we continue now on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show by bringing in Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune. And Larry, this is a must-win game for both of these ball clubs out here tonight if they want to reach the playoffs as a number 4 seed. So there should be no lack of effort or will tonight in this ball game to win it.
Yeah, exactly right. We were talking about it a while ago. We don't know the last time that Glasgow missed the playoff. And Bruce went back to 1987, he said, we haven't missed one since then. But I know we missed some, when they only had one team or two teams come out of the district to go. Yep. But that's beside the point. Anyway, you don't want to miss it tonight. No. Tonight is the game you got to win to be able to get into the playoffs. Although you will have to go play the number 1 seed in the other district, which is going to be a tough task on the road. But you do want to make the playoffs, and you need to play well. Yeah,
Bruce, as Larry alluded to, the winner of this game, we already know who you're going to play. You're going to play Union County in the first round 2 weeks from tonight. It's going to be a long road trip for the Scotties if they do win this ball game, about a 2.5-hour road trip. And yes, you'll be a big underdog at Union County, but you'd rather have that shot at them than not have the opportunity at all.
Well, that's right. And I mean, there's years, usually there'll be a game each year where a 4 will upset a seed every once in a while. Generally, those games are really way out of whack, 50-0 and stuff like that. But I really feel like, that we could be competitive with anybody on that side of the region. So let's hope that, that we play well tonight and get that opportunity.
And besides the playoffs, Larry, heck, let's face it, Glasgow's on a 5-game losing streak. That has not happened since the 2009 season. These kids just need a win for some confidence, if nothing else.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As Jeff alluded to in the pregame, you need both sides of the ball to play well at the same time. So far, it hasn't happened most of the year. So, the defensive unit has played pretty decent all year long. The offensive unit has left a lot of points on the field, and you got to change that if you're going to start winning football games.
And Bruce, the Scotties are coming off maybe their best defensive performance of the entire season. Hart County went into that game ranked number 2 in Class 3A. Coincidentally, they have now moved up to number 1 in Class 3A in the media poll. But the Scotties held Hart County to more than 200 yards less than their rushing average. They came in averaging 384 yards. Scotties held them to 170 yards, 30 points under their average as far as the points they scored in the ball game. So the defense really did play well last week, just the exception of a couple of plays, the one of which was that long touchdown pass that basically turned into the game winner for Hart County.
Well, I talked to Coach Garman before the game. I've talked with Coach Vance over the week, and I've told y'all, people ask me, what's going on, and this ball club could be 7-1 just as easy as they're 3-5. It's a situation I really feel like the only team we've got on the field with that really outplayed us from beginning to end was Allen County Scottsville.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Every game we've played, we've been in the game and had an opportunity to win. We just cannot get over that hump, and I don't know whether it's a confidence thing or just our youth and inexperience.
Defense forced 2 turnovers against Hart County, one of which was Kellen Stone's 5th interception of the season. That ranks him number 1 in Class 3A. And Larry Trey Smith was also very good on defense last week. He was all over the field, led the team with 11 tackles. Yeah, Trey Smith is a good football player. He's played well from the first couple of games, you didn't really notice him, but after that, he's really come on, and you call his name a lot when you're looking for the defense like I look for, and he's done very, very well this year. And Kellen Stone, he's just got a nose for the football. He knows where it's going to be, and he tries to get a hand on everything. Almost knocked that pass down last week for the game winner, but he just jumped a little bit too early. And Bruce, the Scotties passed the ball pretty well last week. Hudson Gum threw for 143 yards and had a touchdown, but they were pretty one-dimensional. They mustered only 27 rushing yards against Hart County last week. Hard to beat a good team if you can't run the ball effectively. Hopefully they can get that run game back on track tonight. Well, they had a lot of seniors and a lot of experience, and they knew what we wanted to do. We want to run the football. I mean, that's basically our game plan. We do mix in the pass, and we've got a decent passing game, but our game is run the football, and they stacked the line and played hard, and we just had a tough time. The offense, Larry, the problem has been just the mistakes. They've just shot themselves in the foot They've put the ball on the ground 25 times this year. Now, they've not lost all of those. They've only lost 12 of them, but still 25 fumbles in the season. You just can't afford to do that. They've got 11 turnovers during this 5-game losing skid. They had 9 penalties versus Hart County. They just have to clean these things up, and they'll give themselves a chance to win these ball games.
Oh, no doubt about it. We've had opportunities inside the 10-yard line all year long and wouldn't been able to put them in, and mostly because, execution and because of penalties that set you back or you fumble the football. 25 fumbles is just about unheard of. I've never heard of 25 fumbles in the Glasgow, any year in Glasgow football.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap up the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. When we come back, we'll be just about set for football for you. We're back after this 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, McDonald's, The People's Bank, Hardee's, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Applebee's, Aero Safety, TJ Regional Health, La Nacional Restaurant, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Joe Myers, and Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow.
Playtime's over, boy. Somebody got to be the victim tonight. Go! Go!
It's time to play.
Game day.
Let's get the game on.
Glasgow's Hank Royse Stadium. Pause just a moment here for the band to finish up the national anthem. All right, now we are set to go here just about as it is Glasgow and Butler County in a critical district ball game for both of these ball clubs. Again, if you're just joining us, the winner of this game advances to the playoffs as the number 4 seed. The loser of this game will not make the playoffs and will have just 1 game left in their season in next week as we wrap up the regular season in high school football. We are waiting on the captains to come out here for the coin toss. We've not seen that yet, so we'll keep an eye on that for you. But tell you a little bit about this Butler County Ball Club. As we said, 0-8 on the year. And Butler County has just 30 kids on the roster, Bruce. So, this is a team that has very little depth. You'd think this is a team that, as the game goes on, the Scotties can maybe wear this team down a little bit.
Well, and I see they've got a lot of players going both ways, and they seem to focus with the Phelps brothers that, Phelps that seem to be their players. And they've got a new coach this year. It's his first year, that they're under, and so they've had a change in the program and trying to get the program back to where it needs to be. But as you say, the Scotties do have the numbers, and maybe, as you say, we need to pick up this victory.
Good balance on offense for Butler County. Their stats online say they rush for 157 yards a game and pass for 176 yards per game, but they're scoring just 16 points per game. You may have heard Coach Garman talking about the fact that they're led by their quarterback, Garrett Phillips. He's the key to everything they do on offense. He's a senior. He has completed 95 of 174 passes for a little over 1,400 yards. He has 13 touchdowns. He also leads this team in rushing with 730 yards rushing on the year. Also has 4 touchdowns on the ground. Scotties will need to find a way to certainly keep him contained and force him to hurt you through the air, because although he does throw it pretty well, you'd rather him try to beat you through the air than beat you with his legs, I think, as we see the Scotties win the coin toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. So that means, of course, that Butler County will choose to take the football to start this ball game. Their leading wide receiver is Kellen Meredith. He has 507 receiving yards on the year, 7 touchdowns, both of which leads the team. Got to keep an eye out for him. Defensive stats are not posted online for Butler County, but they are allowing 38 points per game, so certainly they have been struggling on that side of the football. Larry, what about keys for a Glasgow victory here tonight?
Well, we always hit on it first is turnovers and penalties. Got to cut those out. If you can play a clean football game, you got a really good chance of winning. And defensively tonight, we got to contain the quarterback, just as you said a minute ago. We got to keep him under control and keep him out of the end zone, and that's basically what it amounts to.
What about the series record between Glasgow and Butler County, sir?
Well, this is the 18th meeting between Glasgow and Butler County. The series stands at 16-1 in favor of the Scotties. The first game came back in 1979 when the Scotties won 25-0 here at Glasgow High School. And the last one, of course, was in 223. The Scotties won that one 47-0 at Butler County.
Scotties are in all Columbia blue tonight with white numerals and letters. The royal blue helmet with the familiar white Scottie paw on the side. And Butler County in all white uniforms this evening with royal blue numerals and letters, a royal blue helmet. Excuse me, a black helmet with a royal blue emblem on the side. It's kind of difficult for me to see what that emblem is. It's a dark blue emblem on a black helmet, so good luck.
Yeah. I can't tell. It's a BC.
BC, yeah.
BC.
Yeah, we finally got one of them to come close enough to us here that we could see that.
Looked like they put that on there in white, wouldn't it?
You'd think so. So Jared Malagon will tee it up for the Scotties. Jared has a couple of touchbacks on the season.
Opening the game up, the Scotties will kick
and
off.
back deep for Butler County is Clayton DeWeese and Clay Steff.
Scotties number 88, Jared Malagon.
This kickoff tonight brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center at 702 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Go check them out. It's a great place to entertain the family. High end-over-end kick fielded at the 10-yard line by DeWeese. He'll take it across the 15 to the left sideline. Now cuts back to the middle of the field across the 20, 25, and going to be cut down shy of the 30.
Looks like number 21, Xander Contreras on that tackle on the kickoff. It's his first of the night.
The officials will spot the football at the 28-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the Bears from that point.
At their own 27-yard line.
Quarterback Garrett Phelps will set up in shotgun with 2 receivers to the near side of the field, a single wide out to the far side. There's a back on each side of Phelps. Going to give this off to Moore, and Maddox Moore will take it up the middle for a gain of 2, it looks like, to the 30.
Looks like number 60 on that tackle. That will be Kavion Massey. It's his first of the night.
2nd down 8 for the Bears at their own 30-yard line. Phelps in shotgun. There's So back to his left, 2 wideouts each way. Phelps to throw, under pressure, going to step up. And now he lets it go. Pass caught at the 36-yard line. That is going to be just shy of the first down as the receiver making the catch. There is Trevor DeWeese.
Jarek Martin on the tackle.
Jarek Martin is the man that made the tackle for the Scotties. He's a 6'5", 185 junior.
Third down 2 here for the Bears at their own 36-yard line. No huddle offense here as 3 receivers go left, 1 right. Phelps with a shotgun snap, throws, and the pass going to be incomplete, nearly intercepted. Boy, Kanan Allen made a diving attempt to pick that off, but could not quite come up with it. It'll be 4th and 2, and it looks like the punting unit's coming in for the Bears. They're at their own 36.
Yeah, just a little hitch pattern out to the left there, and he just he overthrew it, and Kanan Allen dove and tried to make that interception, but couldn't come up with it.
Jalen Bradley back deep to receive the kick, as Will Amos is in punt formation for the Bears. Good snap. Gets the punt away. High spiraling kick will bounce at the 36 and take just about a neutral roll. It will be down to the 35 by Butler County. So a 3-and-out produced by the Glasgow defense on the first series for Butler County. We'll see if the Scottie offense can put together here on their first time out. 10:47 to go in the opening quarter in a scoreless game.
Yeah, Scotties need to have a good offensive set here to start with and get things rolling.
Punt of 29 yards with no return. Glasgow quarterback Hudson Gum sets up in shotgun on the first play of the night for the Scotties, who have Cam Bull set up to his right. Jarek Martin and Jalen Bradley are wide to the near side. We have an official timeout here as our lead referee is coming over towards the Glasgow sideline for something. And they want to reset the play clock. Got a fresh 25 on the play clock, so we are set to go now.
First down 10.
Kanan Allen, a wing back on the right side. Martin goes in motion. They're going to give it off to Cam Bull, but we'll get flags at the snap.
Penalty marker on play. Dead ball.
And right off the bat, Scotties called for a false start.
Yeah, just like last week in Hart County, fumbled the kickoff right off the start. Now the first play from the scrimmage, you get a penalty.
Loss of 5. It'll be first down and 15. Back at their own 30.
Yeah, those are just things that's plagued the Scotties all year long.
Gum will sit up under center this time. Allen and Bull in a straight I formation behind him. Jarek Martin the lone wide out to the left. Gum gives to Bull, and he gets hit and dropped as soon as he took the handoff. He's going to lose another yard back to the 29.
Yeah, they had a run blitz on right there, and he just came, number 24, Lonnie Phelps, just came right up the middle and got the tackle. He's a senior, don't have any heights or weights on these guys, just their class.
Make it second down and 16 now for the Scotties. Gum in shotgun, Bull to his right, trips to the far side of the field, a single wide out to the near side. Butler County showing blitz again up the middle. And they're coming up the middle. Gum rolling out to the right side to avoid the blitz, lets it go down the sideline, has Martin wide open. It is caught at the 40, and he goes down around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, good hustle. Gum saw it coming, saw the blitz coming, rolled out to his right, got away from the pressure. And of course, Jarek Martin, when he gets open, he can catch the football.
They'll give him the 34.
At the Bears 34.
And it's a Baird Private Wealth Management first down for the Scotties.
Garrett Phelps made that tackle for Butler County, his first.
37-yard pass completion from Gum to Martin.
4-yard line.
Martin, a wing back this time on the left side. The backs are split. That's Allen and Bull. Wide out is Bradley here to the near side. Gum under center will give to Bull. Cam has to avoid a tackler in the backfield. Now lowers his shoulder, and he'll fight his way down to the 30-yard line for a pickup of 4.
Yeah, that's Phelps. And again, Lonnie Phelps, number 24, he's rushing in every time. He's blitzing every time from that linebacker spot so far. Second tackle for him.
Second down, 6. 9:14 to go in the opening quarter. Scoreless so far, but the Scotties driving. Allen a wing back on the right side. Martin a wide out to the left side. Now he'll go in motion. They'll pitch it forward to him on a jet sweep, trying to turn the corner, and he will get a few yards, not a lot, 2, maybe 3, down near the 27, it looks like.
Lonnie Phelps just made his 3rd tackle in about 5 plays here.
It is a pickup of 3, so now 3rd down and 3 here for the Scotties. Of course, this will be 4-down territory. They're at the Butler County 27.
Phelps doesn't look like he's really big. Don't have any weights on him, but he's pretty quick.
Shotgun formation here as Bull will set up to the left of Gum. Got a wing back on the right side. That's Allen. Martin and Bradley both wide to the left. And now Bull moves over to the right of Hudson Gum. Here comes Allen in motion to the near side. Gum wants to throw. Pass caught by Bradley. He's got the 25. Bounces to the outside. He's got the 20. And he'll be dragged down as he crosses the 15 to the 14-yard line with another Baird Private Wealth Management first down.
Yeah.
And Bradley comes up limping. Hopefully he will be okay.
Kellen Meredith is the man that made the tackle. He's a senior, his first tackle.
Bradley limping pretty badly, but he's going to stay in the ball game for the time being. Pickup of 13 yards. 1st and 10 Scotties at the Butler County 14-yard line.
Yeah, he's limping pretty bad.
He'll go wide to the right side along with Jarek Martin. Allen's a wing back over there. Gum to throw off play action. Now steps up. Going to try to run with this thing. He's got the 10, got the 5, and actually may have run out of bounds just shy of the 5-yard line. I think they'll spot him out at the 6.
Quarterback keeper out of bounds.
It'll be a pickup of 8, 2nd down 2 now.
Running out of bounds there.
7:37 to go in the first quarter. Clock stopped as Gum went out of bounds. Scotty's trying to draw first blood in this matchup. Gum and shotgun, 3 men wide right. Jeremiah Moore, Kellen Stone, and Jarek Martin all that way. Allen actually wide to the left. Now Gum rolling out to the right, wants to throw into the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Kellen Stone. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, he got a lot of pressure coming off the left side there, but number 6, Kevin Robbins, put the pressure, and he had to throw it before he wanted to.
I thought the defender might have gotten there just a hair early, but no call. 3rd down and 2 from the 6.
Third down, 2.
Allen and Bull split in the backfield this time. Martin, the wing back on the right side. Scotties were short a man, and now Kellen Stone comes off the bench, and he'll line up as a wide out to the left side. Gum gives to Bull. Cam trying to bounce to the outside, now cuts back to the inside. He gets it inside the 5, and that'll be another Baird Private Wealth Management first down as he goes down around the 2, it appears, maybe even the 1. Let's see where they spot it.
Kellen Meredith comes up for the tackle.
I'd say we'll call it the 2-yard line here. Pick up a 4 there. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2.
Kellen Meredith on the tackle for Butler County. That's his 2nd.
First down, goal to goal, Glasgow.
Gum under center this time. Allen and Bull in the straight eye. Martin wide to the right. Goes Martin in motion. Gum with a long count. Now wants to throw, looking into the end zone, and it's overthrown, incomplete.
Looked like he threw that one just a little bit too early. Jarek had not come out of his move yet.
Kind of hard to overthrow a 6'5" guy.
2nd down and 2. 6:50 to go in this opening quarter. We are scoreless. Butler County went 3 and out on their first possession. This drive for the Scotties started at their own 35. Allen and Bull in the backfield. Gum under center. Going to pitch this to Bull around the left side. Cam will fight his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
He got hit right before he got to the goal line, but gave that one extra thrust and got over the goal line.
That'll give Glasgow a 6-0 lead with 6:45 to go in the opening quarter of play. And for Cam Bull, that is 10 touchdowns in the season now for Cam as he goes into double digits in that category. Jared Malagon on for the PAT, but a good year for Jared. He's 16 out of 18 on his point after tries this season. Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is perfect. 6:45 to go in the opening quarter of play. Glasgow on top by a score of 7-0, and we'll be back after a 30-second timeout here on WCOU Sports.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Glasgow High School, where the Scotties have taken a 7-0 lead over Butler County with 6:45 to go in the first quarter of play. For Glasgow, it was a 10-play, 65-yard drive, a 2-yard touchdown run for Cam Bull. Jared Malagon added the extra point. Drive, by the way, took 4 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock. Waiting for the ball to be blown ready for play here. Finally ready to go. Malagon kicks it away. Fielded by Steph back at the 10-yard line. He's got the 15, the 20. Bounces to the near sideline here, and he's going to go down just shy of the 25.
Jeremiah Moore on that tackle for the Scotties, 5'7", 145 junior. His first tackle of the night.
.6:38 to go in the opening quarter here. 1st and 10 for Butler County. They'll start this drive right at the 25-yard line in their own territory. 15-yard return that time for Clay Steph. Quarterback Phelps in shotgun.
At their own 24-yard line.
He's got twin receivers to each side of the formation. Lonnie Phelps is the back to the left of Garrett Phelps. Phelps has his pass picked off. It's Kellen Stone. Kellen at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Oh, we've got a little ruckus going on over here.
6 for Kellen Stone.
No flags or anything, but Kellen Stone with his 6th interception of the season now. Again, he is number 1 in all of Class 3A in that category. Caught that one off of a deflection, Larry. It deflected off of the Butler County receiver's hands, and Kellen, the right man in the right place, returns it roughly 25 or 32 yards, Bruce says, for the interception return. That touchdown brought to you by Arrow Safety. What's that? And we've got another delay here. I'm not sure. This is the 3rd delay we've had so far. But Jared Malagon on for the PAT. Bruce said it was 32 yards. Yep. So Hudson Gum will snap. Jarek Martin is the holder. Jared made his only PAT of the night so far. Good snap, hold down, kick up, and once again, it is good. We'll stay right here. 6:28 to go in this first quarter of play. Glasgow now up by a score of 14-0 off that 32-yard interception return by Kellen Stone. 17 seconds off the clock on that play. So, Larry, great start here for the Scotties against the Bears.
Well, that's what you want to do. You didn't want to come out here and play too sloppy against a team that's not really good on paper. They've got some, some decent athletes. Like Bruce said, they're not very deep because they don't have a lot of players, and they don't score a lot of points. They move the ball up down the field some, but they don't score a lot.
Take a look at some of the other games going on tonight. We'll get you some scores as the night goes along here. Barron County on the road at Central Hardin in a district game. Barron County, if they win, will be the number 2 seed in that district and get a chance to host a playoff game in 2 weeks. Caverna on the road at Ballard Memorial. Hart County welcoming Franklin Simpson. Metcalfe County at Greene County. Monroe County playing at Clinton County. Allen County Scottsville entertaining Hopkinsville tonight. Edmondson County on the road at Todd Central. Warren East at home against Logan County. Warren Central hosting North Hardin. Bowling Green visiting Greenwood. South Warren welcoming Ohio County. Adair County entertaining McCreary Central. And Russellville on the road at Fulton County. And I guess the Scotties were called for maybe a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of that touchdown interception return, because they're kicking off from their own 25 here instead of the 40. And this kick going to be fielded at the 21-yard line by Steph. He'll bring it across the 25 as he goes all the way across the field to the left sideline. He's going to be cut down as he gets to the 31. Ball is out. Scotties say they have it. Do they? They do, as they finally indicate Glasgow football. So back-to-back turnovers here by Butler County.
Who got it? Was it 20 or Trey Smith?
Not 100% sure, Larry. I'll have to watch the film and make sure we get it right.
I think it was Trey Smith that got the fumble recovery, and Jeremiah Moore is the man that made the tackle.
So Glasgow takes it 1st and 10 at their own 30, or excuse me, at the Butler County 30 with 6:20 to go in the first quarter.
Butler County's 30-yard line.
Landon Martin recovered the fumble, I think, Larry, according to Matthew here, who's watching the video.
All right.
Hudson Gum under center. The backs are in the I formation. Gum off play action, wants to throw. Looking for Martin into the end zone. Pass is nearly intercepted, then almost caught by Jarek Martin while he was lying flat on his back. It was almost a circus catch that time, but that ball was underthrown that time by Hudson, and the defender thought he was going to pick that thing off. It went through his hands after it got deflected, and Martin had already fallen down trying to come back to the football and almost caught it off the deflection while he was laying down. Ryder Heller coming into the ball game for the Scotties, replacing Kanan Allen. Central Hardin and Barron County tied at 7 in the first quarter of play. Gum in shotgun on 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers to the right. Gum on a straight quarterback keeper here, goes around the left end. Gum going to get hit at the 26, keeps his legs driving, and he'll be thrown out of bounds at the 25, and a flag goes down for a hit out of bounds. I assume that's what it is anyway.
Yeah, Garrett Phelps is the man that made the tackle, and he had him wrapped up right on the out-of-bounds line, and then he threw him to the ground after they got in out of bounds.
There's a personal foul on Butler County, so that'll be half the distance from the 25-yard line. Should put the ball down around the 13. As they step it off here. 6:06 to go in the opening quarter. That's a Baird Private Wealth Management first down. Well, they didn't do half the distance. Now he realizes he needed to. He backs it up. Yeah, he was going to mark it down around. Yeah. Now going to mark it at the 13, or just inside the 13, actually. Ball spotted right at the 12.5.
Scotties.
1st and 10, Glasgow. Scotty's already in front, 14-0. Gum in shotgun formation with Bull set up to his right. Stone and Allen are wide to the right side. Martin and Bradley wide to the left. They give it off to Martin as he came in motion. Jarek turns it upfield around the left end, makes a couple of nifty moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Well, a great move right there at the end. I thought he was going to get hit by a couple of guys, and he just sidestepped them and got into the end zone.
That'll be a 13-yard touchdown pass completion from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin. It was just a little pitch forward, basically just a little shovel pass, but it goes in the books as a pass completion. And you see the SCRTC powered replay as we show you that here on our live stream on YouTube and on Glasgow EPB6. Jared Malagon on for the PAT. His kick is up, and that one is no good. Hooked that one a little bit wide left, so just the third missed extra point of the season for Malagon. The score remains Glasgow 20, Butler County nothing, and again, we'll stay right here with 6:01 to go in this first quarter of play. We'll give you the numbers on the drive here momentarily as Bruce finishes adding those up for us. Scotties will wrap up the regular season next week here at home against the Somerset Briar Jumpers. 7 o'clock kickoff time. Our broadcast begins at 6:30 here on WCLU, and of course on our YouTube channel as well at WCLU, the Scottie channel YouTube channel, and also on Glasgow EPB6. That drive for the Scotties, 3 plays, took 19 seconds. It went 30 yards, and Jarek Martin with a 13-yard touchdown reception from Hudson Gum. The extra point, however, failed as it was wide left. 20-0 Glasgow, 6:01 to go in the first quarter. Malagon's kick fielded at the 16-yard line across the 20, 25, 30, and going to go out of bounds before the 35. On the return that time was Garrett Phelps.
Jeremiah Moore is the man that knocked him out of bounds for his third tackle.
They will spot Phelps out at the 33. A return of about 19 yards there for him. Allen County Scottsville leading Hopkinsville 7-0 after 1 quarter of play. It's Hart County on top of Franklin Simpson 7-0 after 1 quarter of play. Phelps in shotgun with 2 receivers each way. 1st and 10 Bears at their own 33. Moore in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He's going to take it up the middle and cross the 35 up near the 39-yard line before being taken down.
Kavion Massey on that tackle. It's number 2 for the junior tonight.
Pickup of 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 here as the Bears go no huddle. 2 wideouts each way. Phelps in shotgun. He'll throw this time. Under heavy pressure. Hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. That was Brady Geary putting the pressure on, and Phelps, I think, had to throw it faster than he wanted to because of that pressure. The intended target, it looked like that time, was Kellen Meredith.
Yeah, Brady hit him right in the chest just after he threw the football, and he wasn't too accurate with that one.
3rd down and 4. Again, twin receivers each way. Moore in the backfield. Phelps to throw. Looking left side. Pass picked off. Kellen Stone. Could be another pick 6. 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Boy, he's right there where that football is every time.
A 40-yard interception return. The 2nd pick 6 of the night for Kellen Stone. And Glasgow goes up 26-0 with 5:22 to go in the first quarter of play. Kellen now with 7 interceptions on the season.
He already led 3A, right?
He did.
He's just padding it tonight. How far was that?
40 yards.
40 yards.
Malagon again on for the PAT. And Butler County offsides is Lonnie Phelps was trying to time the snap that time, and he did not. He came through the line of scrimmage before the ball was ever snapped. So
Lonnie's about like the Energizer Bunny. He just don't stay. He doesn't stay still. He's running and trying to blitz on every play.
That'll move this ball a yard and a half closer here.
He had a good shot at it.
There we go
and again, Butler County's offsides. They're saying Glasgow jumped, but we'll see what the call is.
No,
it's offsides on Butler County.
Offsides.
Well, now the ball is at the 1-yard line, or just barely inside the 1-yard line, but Scotty's still not going to go for 2 here. So we'll see if the 3rd time's the charm to actually get this kick off. There is the snap and the kick, and it is good. 5:22 left in the first quarter of play. It is now 27-0 Glasgow on top of Butler County. And let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout if we can here, as I know we're going a bit off script here, but 27-0 Glasgow on top of Butler County. We're back after a 30-second timeout here on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
5:22 to go in the opening quarter of play here. And again, that Glasgow touchdown was brought to you by Arrow Safety. Here's the kick away by Malagon, fielded at the 7-yard line by Clay Steff. He gets it across the 15, and then he runs into a wall of blue jerseys. He will be spotted down at the 17-yard line. There's a flag down at the end of the play.
Well, there was a block in the back. I don't know whether the referee got it or not, a little bit late, but
it's a dead ball. Personal foul on Butler County.
Personal foul indicated against Butler County. Got a huddle over there.
5:11 to go in this opening quarter of play. 27-0 Glasgow on top of the Bears. And now Butler County calls a timeout. And this timeout brought to you by Applebee's. And don't forget, tonight only, if you wear your Scotties attire to Applebee's, you'll get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. So if you're not here with us at the ball game, it's a great night to go out and get your belly full and eat good in the neighborhood out of the Applebee's. Again, wear your Scotties attire. You'll get 10% off of your meal and non-alcoholic beverages.
Where are we spotting it, at the 9 or the 8?
Looks like it's the 8, Larry. Let me see here. Let me put the binoculars on it. Actually, it's right between the 8 and the 9, really about the 8.5-yard line. So. We told you a moment ago, Hart County leads Franklin Simpson 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Hart County needs to win that ball game to assure themselves of the number 1 seed. They would go 4-0 in the district. Barron County and Central Hardin tied at 7 after one quarter of play. Monroe County and Clinton County tied at 6 after one quarter of play. Well, now we get an update as the game has gone into the second quarter. Central Hardin now leads Barron County 14-7, Bruce tells me. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter there. Garrett Phelps in shotgun. He has Lonnie Phelps to his left with 2 receivers each way. Going to give to Lonnie Phelps. He'll have some room off the left side. He's going to get it out across the 15 and fall forward up near the 17 to the 18-yard line.
Xander Contreras is the man that hit him first and knocked him to the ground.
First down 10.
Well, that cannot be a first down. He only gained 9 yards. What are the officials doing here?
He didn't even get 9 yards, did he?
No. Here is a carry around the left side for the quarterback, Garrett Phelps. He's going to get it across the 25 and be out of bounds at the 28. But, yeah, Butler County just picked up a first down on a 9-yard gain.
Yeah.
Good for a first down 10.
It's another first down here to the 28-yard line. Pickup of 10 yards there. Garrett Phelps in shotgun. Moore to his left now with 2 receivers to each side. Phelps fakes to Moore, keeps it himself, and he is buried for a loss.
Yeah, that's Brady Gary I saw in there, and also Contreras, number 21.
The loss of 2 yards there. Second down 12 at Butler County's own 26.
Second down 12.
Phelps gets Glasgow to jump off sides here. Xander Contreras a little bit too anxious. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and we'll make it 2nd down and 7 now. Third Glasgow penalty for 25 yards. The ball was spotted at the 31. Well, now we've got 2 officials talking about something. What are we doing now? Well, now they're putting the ball right back down at the 26.
Well, no play?
No play, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on there, but it's 2nd down and 12 again.
Huh.
Interesting.
Flag was waved off on that play.
Phelps in shotgun here. Three men wide to the right side of the field, 1 wide to the left. Lonnie Phelps in the backfield. Here's Garrett Phelps wanting to throw. Rolling out near side, pass is incomplete. Intended that time for Kanan Vincent here on the Glasgow sideline, and it was underthrown. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yeah. Good coverage by Jarek Martin. And also Landon Martin back there. He had double team on him, really.
.411 to go in a first quarter that is taking forever. 27-0 Glasgow. It is homecoming night, so we'll have the homecoming ceremony on at halftime for you. Phelps wants to throw. Looking over the middle, the pass is caught this time by Vincent, but he's going to be shy of the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 36-yard line. Or 37-yard. Well, no, it'll be the 36.
Landon Martin on the tackle, his first of the night.
4th down and 2. Butler County offense stays on the field. If you're the Scottie defense, be disciplined here and do not jump. Trying to get them to jump. Scottie's not taking the bait. We'll see if they actually snap this ball. 4th down and 2. And Phelps going to throw this football.
Caught down.
The 40 ball is out. And I think Glasgow got on it. I don't know. We'll see. Nope, Butler County got it back. Pass was caught by Kellen Meredith.
They're still wrestling for it on the ground.
Well, Massey and Meredith both got on it about the same time, but they're going to give possession back to Butler County. It'll be a 1st down for the Bears.
Yeah, just a little hitch, little hook pattern right there, right other side of the 1st down marker, and he put it right on the money.
Pick up of 7 yards, 1st and 10 for the Bears, now at their own 42. 3 receivers right side, 1 to the left. Here's the give to Moore up the middle, and he is hit as soon as he takes the handoff. He does manage to get a yard or so.
Well, that'd be Max Lee on the tackle, his first of the night, from 6'1", 201 senior.
It's a gain of a yard to the 43-yard line, 2nd down 9.
2nd down 9.
Twin receivers each way. Moore in Phelps in shotgun. He'll throw. The pass is dropped. Clayton DeWeese, they were trying to set up a wide receiver screen. He had a couple of blockers out in front, but DeWeese just dropped the football. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Pass intended for Clayton DeWeese, incomplete.
Phelps on the night has completed just 3 of 9 passes for 23 yards and 2 interceptions, both of which were pick sixes.
Yeah, he's had 11 interceptions all year. He's 13 now.
3rd and 9, Phelps to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, under pressure. Rolling here to the near sideline, looking downfield. He'll let it go. Pass is nearly intercepted again.
Twice.
Landon Martin is the first Glasgow player that got a hand on it, but could not quite haul it in. And then I think Jarek Martin was the other Glasgow player who had an opportunity to. Was it not Jarek?
It was Allen.
Oh, was it Kanan Allen?
Yeah.
Okay. And do we have a flag on the play somewhere?
Yeah, hold.
A hold on Butler County. It's going to be declined by the Scotties. It'll be 4th down and 9.
It was a call against Butler County. Penalty was declined.
2:41 to go in the first quarter. 27-0 Glasgow in front here. And the Bears will send the punting unit in. Jaden Bradley back deep for the Scotties. Amos to kick it away. Low line drive kick will take a huge Butler County roll. Jalen goes back and fields it back at the 10, and he'll go down to the 16-yard line.
Well, if he gets by that last guy right there, he may have a chance to take it a long way back. Number 3 on the tackle, and let me see who that is. That will be Clayton DeWeese, his first tackle of the night.
43-yard punt, about half of which was on the roll that time, it looked like. And Jalen Bradley able to return it 6 yards to the 17. First and 10, Scotties at their own 17-yard line. Gum and shotgun. Scotties already on top, 27-0. Twin receivers to the near side. That's Bradley and Martin, and we get a whistle and a flag. Offsides called on Butler County. Make it 1st and 5.
Good hard count by Hudson Gum that time. And the left tackle on the defensive line there jumped.
5th penalty on Butler County for how many? 28 yards. They've had 4 penalties have been half the distance. Gum snaps this one from shotgun formation, gives it off to Campbell on a sweep around the right side. He's across the 30 and across the 35 and out to near the 37-yard line with a Baird Private Wealth Management. First down for the Scotties.
I can't pick up a number 55, I believe is the man that made the tackle. That's Xander Stokes. His first tackle of the night. He's a junior.
First down and 10 for the Scotties at their own 37. 2:07 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow leads 27-0. They've had 2 pick sixes. 2 receivers to the right side. Gum on a straight quarterback keeper. And not going to get much out of this one, maybe a yard.
Hudson Gums. One for a loss.
They will give him 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
That's Stokes again on the tackle. His 2nd in a row.
Tackled by Xander Stokes.
Scotties have 27 points on the board and just about to run their 14th offensive play. 15th offensive play here coming. Again, if you joined us late, 2 pick sixes for the Scotties, both by Kellen Stone. Hudson Gum off play action, rolling out to the right. Now going to run with this thing. He's got some room across the 40, and he'll be cut down before he can get to the 45. Run out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, this number 24 again, Lonnie Phelps. 4th tackle for him tonight.
Pickup of 6 yards. 3rd down 3 here.
3rd down and 3.
And Scotty's going to call a timeout here with 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. Once again, we'll stay right here. But again, we'll remind you that this timeout is brought to you by Applebee's Restaurant. Make sure you swing by Applebee's tonight and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages just by showing up in your Scotties attire and eating good in the neighborhood.
State's leader in construction management for Kentucky schools. They're proud to serve as the game sponsor tonight.
Central Hardin leading Barron County 20-15 in the second quarter of play. That's a bit surprising. Central Hardin came into that game at just 1-7 on the year and didn't think Barron would have a whole lot of trouble with them tonight. And it may not in the end, but right now a little bit more of a game than I thought it would be. Another score for you, Warren East leading Logan County 19-0 at the end of the first quarter. We already told you that Monroe County and Clinton County are tied at 6 after 1 quarter of play. Allen County Scottsville was leading Hopkinsville 7-0 at the end of the first, and it was Hart County over Franklin Simpson 7-0 at the end of the first quarter of play. And this is, without a doubt, been our longest first quarter of the season. We've been playing almost 45 minutes.
I believe this is the longest in history.
57 seconds still to go here. 3rd down and 3. Gum in shotgun with Bull set up to his right. 3 receivers to the right side of the field, and the Scotties jumped. False start. Looked like it may have been Kanan Allen over there, the wide receiver out on the far side of the field that flinched.
Yeah,
make it 3rd down and 8.
Hudson Gum again. He did the hard count. You can see him how he did his hands and how he barked out the signal. We jumped that time.
Illegal procedure is the call against Glasgow.
3rd Glasgow penalty for 25 yards.
Third down, 8.
Gum in shotgun. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Allen, a wing back here on the left side. Gum off play action. Hudson looking downfield, lets it go as he's hit. Has a man wide open. Kanan Allen catches. 25, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown Scotties.
Yeah, good scramble by Hudson Gum that time. He got up into the pocket and got bunched up there and had to come out to his left and then found Kanan Allen wide open.
Hudson took a big shot as soon as he let that ball go, and he is shaken up a little bit, but he is the long snapper, so he's going to jog down towards the end zone and snap this football. A 61-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Kanan Allen. Scotty's up 33-0. That touchdown brought to you by Arrow Safety, and now Jared Maligon on for the PAT. Jared kicks it away, and it is good. 47 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Glasgow now leads 34-0. As a reminder, once it gets to a 36-point lead, Scotties will have a running clock going here, and that will be for the remainder of the game. So Glasgow will need, if Butler County does not score, Glasgow will need one more score, either a field goal or a touchdown, to put us into a running clock situation. Don't forget, it is homecoming night, so we will have those festivities for you on the air during the half. I always enjoy bringing those to you. They always have a student come up and announce the homecoming candidates. We'll make sure and get all that on the air for you. That scoring drive for the Scotties, 4 plays. Is that 89 yards, Bruce? Is that right? 84 yards. 4 plays, 84 yards. And it was a 61-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Kanan Allen. 66-yard touchdown pass, Bruce says now. Here's the return by Clay Steff across the 20 and cut down at the 23-yard line.
Oh, he kind of kicked the tackler there, didn't it? Max Lee got the tackle, and he gave him a little foot in the face.
Larry, did you get all that you needed off the drive there? Bruce, can I have that, please?
I didn't get the time.
Time of the drive was 1 minute 43 seconds. .42 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Garrett Phelps in shotgun. As Lonnie Phelps to his right. 3 receivers to the left side, a single wide out to the near side of the field. Here's a carry by Lonnie Phelps. Has room across the 30, 35, and he'll go down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, a good run. Jarek Martin had to make a shoestring tackle to bring him down. Second tackle for Jarek.
First and 10 for the Bears.
Picks up his second tackle of the quarter.
Phelps in shotgun again. He'll throw here. Straight drop. Looking to the left side. Now flushed out of the pocket. Rolling left, and he'll throw this ball away out of bounds. Closest man to it for Butler County was Clayton DeWeese, but Phelps was clearly throwing that ball away as it was well out of bounds. Second down and 10 now. 14 seconds to go in this first quarter. Metcalfe County leading Greene County 8-6 at the end of the first quarter.
What about the kid from Metcalfe? 10 touchdowns.
Crazy, wasn't it? 3 receivers left, a single wide out to the right. Now Garrett Phelps to throw. Flushed out again, rolling out to the left side, being chased by Max Lee and Trey Smith. Now lets the pass go. It is incomplete.
He almost caught it.
It was a little bit underthrown, and the intended target, I cannot pick up the number because he won't turn around. Oh, yep, that is number 3, Clayton DeWeese, who was the intended target there.
Yeah, he rolled over, almost caught that thing on the ground.
3rd down and 10 for Butler County at their own 38-yard line. We are 6 seconds away from this quarter finally coming to an end.
It didn't take but 50 minutes.
Almost a full 50 minutes of football to play a 12-minute quarter here. Three men go wide to the left, one wide to the right. Phelps in shotgun. Lonnie Phelps to his left. Phelps wanting to throw. Rolling out left again under pressure. Lets it go. Pass is dropped. Wide open receiver there, Kanan Vincent. He just did not bring it in. He would have been shy of the first down, but probably would have had enough running room to pick it up. It'll be 4th down and 10 now. And the Bears will send in the punting unit once again. I thought that would be the last play of the quarter, Larry, but there's still 0.4 of a second to go. Jalen Bradley waiting on the kick. Amos punts it away. Scotty's nearly blocked it. It's a good punt here.
It was.
Fielded at the 25-yard line by Bradley across the 30, 35, and he gets tripped up as he gets up near the 38, it looks like.
Jalen Bradley.
Looks like number 18 on that tackle. That would be Caden Richardson for Butler County.
36-yard punt there for Will Amos. First quarter comes to an end finally here at Hank Royse Stadium. Glasgow 34, Butler County nothing. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
34-0 Glasgow on top of Butler County as we get this second quarter underway. Scotties have the football 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Again, if Glasgow can go down and put this in the end zone here, we would have a running clock for the remainder of the ball game. We'll take a look at the first quarter stats for you after this play for the Scotties. Hudson Gum is under center. Ryder Heller and Cam Bull in the backfield as they are split. Jalen Bradley, the wide out to the left side. Jarek Martin, a wing back here on the right side. And we get a whistle. What do we have now? Butler County calls a timeout on the very first play, before the first play of the second quarter is run. They may have been shorter players or something, but that is their second timeout, so they'll have one remaining. So that'll give us a chance to take a look at these first quarter stats for you. Again, Glasgow on top 34-0. Scotties with 6 first downs, Butler County 3. Glasgow 40 yards rushing, 127 passing for a total of 167. Butler County 42 yards rushing, 23 passing, a total of 65. Butler County turned the ball over 3 times in that first quarter. They lost a fumble and threw 2 interceptions, both of which were pick sixes by Glasgow's Kellen Stone. Scotties did not turn it over in the quarter. Glasgow penalized 3 times for 25 yards, Butler County 5 for 28. 1st and 10 for the Scotties. Gum under center. Heller and Bull in the backfield together. Gum going to pitch this to Heller. Got a couple of blockers out in front around the right side, and Heller will cross the 40 up to the 43-yard line with a pickup of 5.
Kellen Meredith on the tackle. It's his That's his third of the first half.
Just to finish out those stats for you, Glasgow had the ball 17 plays, 6 minutes and 4 seconds. Butler County 22 plays, 5 minutes and 56 seconds. 2nd and 5 here. Heller and Bull again split in the backfield. Martin, a wing back here on the near side. They put Martin in motion. Give to Heller again, takes it off left tackle, slips the first tackle, and now going to be taken down at the 48-yard line, and definitely a late hit that was not called. Clay Steff came in at the end of the play, and Ryder was already lying on the ground, but they did not call it. It'll be a pickup of 6 and a Baird Private Wealth Management first down at the Glasgow 49.
Yeah, Kellen Meredith made the tackle. That's his 4th tackle, but sure was a late hit on that.
10:56 to go in the first half of play. Glasgow 34, Butler County zilch. Bull, the running back to the left of Gum. Heller, the wing back on the left side. Now Jarek Martin goes in motion. Gum to throw, looking down the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete.
Not much there on that one.
He was looking for Grayson Bartley, the tight end, but he was well covered. Double coverage that time by the Bears.
Yeah, Jarek Martin came from to the right slot there when he went in motion. Boy, he was wide open out in the flat. Nobody there.
Larry, you mentioned that kid from Metcalfe County. Last name was Lundy. I can't remember what his first name was, but set a state record with 10 rushing touchdowns last week.
492 yards or something like that.
He had almost 500 yards rushing, yeah. But yeah, 10 rushing touchdowns. He scored, I'm assuming, every touchdown. Metcalfe County put up 70 points. Here's the pitch to Cam Bull around the left side, and Cam going to go down in Butler County territory at the 48 with a gain of about 3.
Because number 6 there on that tackle, and that would be Kevin Robbins. That'll be his first tackle. He's just a sophomore.
Kevin Robbins gets the tackle.
It is a 3-yard gain, so third down 7 now. Scotties again are a man short here. Had a couple of issues with that tonight. So now 2 wideouts each way. Gum in shotgun. Gum snaps it. Steps up. Throws downfield. Has Jarek Martin caught at the 30, 20, 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Yeah, the defense came to, they thought Hudson Gum was going to run it as he got around the left end out there. And he stopped right before he got to the line of scrimmage. Jarek wide open.
Nice communication that time between Jarek and Hudson as they give each other a high five as they set up for the extra point here. So Glasgow now up 40-0 with 9:36 to go in the first half of play, and we'll have a running clock for the remainder of this ball game. Jared Maligan on to attempt the extra point. And Glasgow moved, I think. The question is, did Butler County come across? They certainly moved, but they did not come into the neutral zone, apparently. The penalty called on the Scotties. So that'll back them up 5 yards. And Maligan will have a 25-point extra point try instead of a 20-yard.
He's got a leg to kick it 35. So he's got the leg to do it.
Snap down, kick up, and kick good. 9:36 to go in the second quarter of play. It's all Glasgow here at Hank Royse Stadium. They lead Butler County 41-0, and we'll take a 30-second timeout here on WCOU Sports.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
And let's recap that drive for Glasgow. This was a 5-play, 62-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. It was a 45-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin. The second time tonight those two have hooked up on a touchdown pass. And Jared Maligon adds the extra point. 41-0 Glasgow, 9:31 to go in the second quarter. That Glasgow touchdown, by the way, was brought to you by Aero Safety. Here's the kickoff return. And coming across the 30 to the 31-yard line is Clayton DeWeese.
Ryder Heller on that tackle. That'd be his first of the night for the sophomore.
And 8:54 to go here in the first half of play as the clock is now running. 41-0 Glasgow leads.
We'll have a long first quarter and probably not near as much in the second.
Phelps in shotgun here. He'll give to Lonnie Phelps. Has a nice hole at the middle. He's got a lot of room across the 45, across midfield now, or maybe going to spot him down right at the 50, it looks like.
Cam Bull made that tackle. That's his first of the night for the junior. A nice hold off the right side that time for Lonnie Phelps to run through, and he's pretty quick when he gets through that hole.
First down for the Bears, right at the 50-yard line. Pickup of 18 yards for Lonnie Phelps. Garrett Phelps in shotgun once again, 2 receivers each way. Again gives to Lonnie Phelps. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage, keeps driving though, and he powers his way down inside the 45 to the 43.
Lonnie Phelps.
Trey Smith on the tackle. That's his first tackle of the night. He's a junior. 5'10", 156.
Lonnie Phelps came in as Butler County's second leading rusher on the year with 362 yards on the season on 63 carries.
He runs hard.
Leading rusher, of course, is the quarterback, Garrett Phelps. Second down 3 here for the Bears at the Glasgow 43. Garrett Phelps on a keeper around the right side. Now cuts back to the left side, breaks a couple of tackles. He's got the 40. He's got the 35. And spins his way down to the 30-yard line before he's driven out of bounds.
Xander Contreras is the last man to get him, but I think about 5 other Scotties hit him along the way.
Yeah, not great tackling that time by Glasgow. They spot him out at the 31.
Yeah, a couple of guys had him for no gain and let him out.
First down and 10. 6:54 left in the first half of play, and now a timeout taken by the Scotties.
I think Jeff wants to get a little focus on here. They may have lost a little focus with the big lead.
Take a look at some other scores that have come across here for you. Hart County leading Franklin Simpson 21-0 at halftime. That's a little bit surprising, as well as Glasgow played Hart County last week. I thought Franklin might give the Raiders a little bit better ball game, but right now Hart County in control there. Clinton County leading Monroe County. That's a big surprise. Clinton County over Monroe 22-14. Here's another big shocker to me. Hopkinsville leads Allen County Scottsville 14-13 at halftime.
Well, that would be a shock.
Metcalfe County on top of Greene County at halftime, 20-6, and Barron County is now gone to halftime, and they trail Central Hardin 20-15. So several upsets in the making right here on this Friday night.
Yeah. I say Central Hardin didn't have a very good record, but they said that they played a very good schedule.
First and 10 for the Bears at the Glasgow 31. 2 receivers each side. Lonnie Phelps, the running back. They fake to him. And the pass is incomplete, intended for Meredith out to the 25-yard line. But not a great pass that time by Phelps. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
It looked like it got away from him some way or another. It looked like he was going to throw it, then tried to take it back.
Same formation here, 2 receivers each way. Lonnie Phelps, the running back, to the right of Garrett Phelps. 4-man front for the Scotties defensively. Phelps keeps it and going to get nothing. May have lost a yard. We'll see where they spot him.
Kavion Massey's made the tackle, but boy, there's a lot of kicking and stuff going on after they make tackles.
It is a loss of a yard back to the 32. 3rd down and 11.
4th tackle for Kavion.
$5:40 to go in this first half of play. 41-0. It's all Glasgow. Phelps in shotgun again. Lonnie Phelps is the running back. Now Phelps to throw, looking down the middle of the field. Man is open. It is caught, and that is a Butler County touchdown. That's Kellen Meredith, who slipped in behind the Glasgow defense for the touchdown catch to get the Bears on the board.
Pass was complete to Kellen Meredith for the Butler County touchdown.
So now the Bears will go for 2 here. Phelps in shotgun. Now he'll step up. Now he'll throw into the end zone. It's dropped. Clayton DeWeese should have made that catch.
Garrett Phelps pass for the 2-point conversion.
So the score remains Glasgow 41, Butler County 6 with 4:45 to go in the first half of play.
4:40 remaining in the second quarter.
That drive for Butler County started at their own 32, and it goes 68 yards in 6 plays. Took 4 minutes and 18 seconds, and it is capped off by a 31-yard touchdown pass from Garrett Phelps to Kellen Meredith. The 2-point try, however, fails.
31 yards.
Glasgow continues to lead by a score of 41-6 now.
Well, they just let, Garrett's pretty good. He's pretty nifty back there. He can get away from the pass rush, and he did that time, and just looked up and found the guy wide open.
Clock has continued to run, of course, during this pause in the action here. We're down to 3:42 to go in the half. Campbell, Jarek Martin waiting on the kick. And it's going to stay in bounds, does it? Yeah, just barely does go out of bounds. Campbell was waiting for it to go out of bounds, and it almost didn't. It was like one of those foul balls. Is it going to go foul, or is it going to hug the fair line and stay in play? So that'll be Glasgow football now after the illegal procedure penalty at the 35-yard line. First and 10 Glasgow from that point with 2:37 to go in the half.
At their own 35-yard line, first down 10, Scotties.
If you're just joining us, Glasgow converted 3 Butler County turnovers in the first quarter into touchdowns, 2 of which were pick sixes by Kellen Stone. Kellen now has 7 interceptions on the year. And again, Glasgow is late getting a player on the field. That's at least the 3rd time we've seen the Scotties have to run a man on late here offensively in this ball game. Butler County showing blitz up the middle, and they're coming hard. Gum on a busted play here, just trying to run with it and get what he can as he runs around the right end, and he will get positive yardage up to the 39-yard line.
Hudson Gum on the quarterback keeper.
Pick up a 4 yards. Good job there by Hudson.
Number 12, Kellen Meredith, is the man that made the tackle. That's his 5th tackle of this first half.
2nd down, 6 for the Scotties. Glasgow will most likely be content just to run this clock out here and go to halftime. Just 1:30 to go now.
Yeah, we get the football to start the 3rd quarter also.
3 receivers go wide to the left side, a single man wide to the right. Bull is the running back. Gum in shotgun, fakes the handoff to Bull. Hudson setting up a wide receiver screen. It's caught by Jalen Bradley. Got to slip a tackle when he makes the catch, and he'll get it across the 40 up to about the 42. That'll be all.
Number 12 again. That is another tackle for Kellen Meredith. It's his 6th.
3rd down and 3 now for the Scotties. 50 seconds to go. Glasgow on top, 41-6. Scotties certainly on their way to breaking this 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll keep it going next week against, what's Somerset's record?
I have not looked that far ahead, Larry. I don't think they're as good as they have been in some years, but you know they're always going to be pretty good. Scotty's in a wishbone set here, or power eye set actually. They give this thing off to Bull, and boy, you heard the helmets pop right there. Cam is okay, though. He'll pop right back up. He's going to be shy of the 1st down. He picks up 2 yards or 1 yard to the 38.
Jet Johnson is the man that made the tackle. That's his 1st of the night as a junior. But the pop you heard was from Lonnie Phelps.
Yeah.
Is the one that popped him.
And that is the end of the first half of play. It is Glasgow 41, Butler County 6. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto Halftime Show, and we will take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. Don't forget, it is also homecoming night, so we'll have that ceremony on the air for you as well. 41-6, Glasgow on top of Butler County here at the break. We are back after a 4-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods, just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos, carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh, made from scratch, and delicious. La Nacional, across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Hardee's, Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow, La Nacional Restaurant, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, McDonald's, Aero Safety, Applebee's, The People's Bank, TJ Regional Health, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. It's time for the Don Franklin Auto Halftime Show.
Welcome back here to Hank Royse Stadium here on the campus of Glasgow High School, where the Scotties are dominating Butler County here by a score of 41-6. As we are not yet going to get into our halftime stats. We're going to try to get the homecoming festivities on the air here, but I don't know where the homecoming court is. They're nowhere to be seen. So we got a little time to kill here. As I sent Larry off to the restroom, I thought we would have time to get the homecoming festivities on before we did our stats, but we may not actually. So tell you what, let's just give you some scores that are coming across here. Are you ready, Bruce? Okay, let's go ahead. We may have to stop, Bruce, but for the time being here on the Don Franklin Auto Halftime Show, we're going to go ahead and get into our halftime stats, which are brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. We're going to do things a little backwards. We normally give things over to Larry to look at the drive chart first, but Bruce has the offensive stats added up right here, so we're going to go ahead and let him go through those real quick. Bruce? Oh, wait a minute. I unplugged your mic. Well, see, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's not. Here they come. I tell you what. Bruce, we'll just wait. We'll just wait here. We'll just do this on the run. So let's go ahead and tell you about some scores that have come across here at halftime. It is Warren East on top of Logan County by a score of 19-14. Central Hardin over Barron County by a score of 20-15, also at halftime. It's Metcalfe County 20, Greene County 6 at halftime. Clinton County leading Monroe County 22-14 at halftime. It's Hart County over Franklin Simpson 21-0 at the break. And Hopkinsville leading Allen County Scottsville 14-13 at the break. Just taking a quick look at some of the highlights on the team stats in the first half. The Scotties with 242 total yards. Butler County 133 total yards here at the half. The big story is the 3 turnovers by Butler County. They lost a fumble and threw 2 interceptions in that first quarter. Both interceptions were returned for touchdowns by Kellen Stone. Look at some of the individual numbers here. And again, Bruce will go through these in full once the homecoming ceremonies are over with here. But Campbell leading the way on the ground for the Scotties with 29 yards rushing on 7 carries. He has a touchdown. Big first half for Hudson Gum and Jarek Martin, as those two have hooked up 4 times. Hudson overall 7 of 11 through the air for 178 yards and 3 big touchdowns. And I think we are just about set to go here. Jarek Martin, by the way, 4 catches, over 100 yards receiving, 101 with 2 touchdowns. Whenever we do get this going, Lenore Wells is going to be announcing the homecoming candidates for us. So we're just waiting on the good to go sign here, I think. Again, Glasgow leads 41-6. And here we go. Here is Miss Lenore Wells.
Good evening, and welcome to Glasgow High School's 2024 football homecoming. I am Lenore Wells, and I will be your host for this evening. Representing the freshman class is Ms. Presley Martin. Presley is the daughter of Larry Dale and Brittany Martin. Her escort this evening is Mr. Thomas Glass, son of Bradley and Donna Glass. Also representing the freshman class is Mrs. Zara Miller. Zara is the daughter of John Simmons and Anastasia Simmons. Her escort tonight is Mr. Victor Manuel Soto IV, son of Kelly Soto and late father Victor Manuel Soto III. Our final freshman class representative is Ms. Hadley Stinson. Hadley is the daughter of Justin and Heather Stinson. Her escort this evening is Mr. Alex Camarena, son of Oswaldo Ayola and Betty Lopez. Representing the sophomore class is Miss Jordy Goodman. Jordy is the daughter of Nathaniel Goodman and Dakota Trigg. Her escort tonight is Mr. Jackson Norris, son of Rodney and Amanda Norris. Also representing the sophomore class is Miss Ava Shannon. No, Carly Hagan. Carly is the daughter of Ryan and April Hagan. Her escort this evening is Mr. Cooper Hatton, son of Johnny and Tori Hatton. Our final sophomore class representative is Miss Ava Shannon. Ava is the daughter of Kazan Stockton, Barrett Wright, and Tracy Stockton. Her escort this evening is Mr. Ryder Helen, son of Tabitha Hanley and Jason Heller. Representing the junior class is Miss Shallon Fields. Shallon is the daughter of Nick and Lori Fields. Her escort this evening is Mr. Sid Patel, son of Jig and V. Patel. Also representing the junior class is Miss Nora Underwood. Nora is the daughter of Alan and Kelly Underwood. Her escort this evening is Mr. Stephen Garrett, son of Eric and Blair Abner. Our final junior class representative is Miss Taylor Wilson. Taylor is the daughter of Alan and Aaron Wilson. Her escort this evening is Mr. Garrett Shields, son of Nathan and Lori Shields. Representing the senior class is Miss Ellie Grace Ball. Ellie is the daughter of Joel and Lacey Ball. Her escort this evening is Mr. Max Lee, son of Jim and Kelly Lee. Also representing the senior class is Ms. Micah Mullenkamp. Micah is the daughter of Chad and Rachel Mullenkamp. Her escort this evening is Mr. Austin Parker, son of Greg and Amy Parker. Our final senior representative is Ms. Brashana Smith. Brashana is the daughter of Brad and Jessica White. Her escort this evening is Mr. Brady Geary, son of Darren and Amy Geary. Please join me in welcoming Ellery Haynes, our 2023 football homecoming queen, escorted by the senior Scottie football players onto the field to present the Queen's crown and King's flag. We would would like to thank Greer's Florists for providing our flowers and Awards Incorporated for providing the Queen's Crown and King's Plaque. Glasgow alumni, students, and fans, your 2024 Football Homecoming King is Mr. Austin Parker. And your 2024 Football Homecoming Queen is Ms. Micah Mullenkamp.
All right, there you heard it. Austin Parker, the homecoming king, and Micah Mullenkamp crowned the homecoming queen here for Glasgow High School Football Homecoming 2024. Our thanks to Lenore Wells for doing a great job of announcing right there. And now we need Larry and Bruce to get back in here so we can get into our McDonald's stats here. Again, it's 41-6, Glasgow on top of Butler County. And we'll let Larry get his seat back here, and we will get into our halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. Larry, take it away, sir.
All right, Joe. Glasgow won the toss this time, and for the first time this year, I think, we deferred to the second half, so we're going to get the football back. Butler County got the football first. They took a kickoff on their own 27-yard line and went 3 and out. Had to punt the football to the Scotties. Glasgow would take over at their own 35-yard line with 10:47 to go in the first quarter. Scotties went on a nice drive on their first drive, 10 plays, 65 yards, took 4:02 off the clock. Cam Bull went over from 2 yards out for the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 7-0 with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. And this was when all the fireworks started after this. Butler County would get the football in the ensuing kickoff, and Kellen Stone would pick off a pass from Garrett Phelps and would take it into the end zone. It was a 32-yard interception return for Kellen Stone. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow was up 14-0 with 6:28 to go in the first quarter. Next series for Butler County, they would fumble on this series. Landon Martin would come up with the fumble recovery. That would put Glasgow on the 30-yard line of Butler County with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. From there, a 3-play, 30-yard drive only took 19 seconds off the clock. Jarrett Martin caught a touchdown pass from Hudson Gum. The kick was no good this time, and it was 20-0 in favor of Glasgow at that point with 6:01 to go in the first quarter. Butler County's next possession would again end in a turnover as Kellen Stone would intercept his second interception of the night, and also take it back 40 yards for the interception return. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and it was 27-0 in favor of Glasgow with 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Butler County would punt on their next possession, and that would set Glasgow up at their own 17-yard line with 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow went on a 4-play, 84-yard drive, took 1:43 off the clock. Kanan Allen caught a 66-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum. Jared Malagon again kicked the extra point, and it was 34-0 in favor of the Scotties with 47.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Butler County would have to punt on their next possession, and that would set Glasgow up on their own 38-yard line at the start of the second quarter. The Scotties went on a 5-play, 62-yard drive, took 2:24 off the clock. Jarrett Martin with his second touchdown of the night, a 45-yard pass from Hudson Gum. That would be Hudson's third touchdown pass of the first half. The kick by Malagon again was good, and it was 41-0 in favor of the Scotties, and that would set up a running clock with 9:36 to go in the second quarter. Butler County would get on the board on their next opportunity. They would take the ensuing kickoff on their own 32-yard line With 9:36 to go in the second quarter, they went on a nice drive, 6 plays, 68 yards, took 4:18 off the clock. Kellen Meredith caught a 31-yard touchdown pass from Garrett Phelps. The 2-point conversion by Butler County was no good. It was a pass attempt that failed, and Butler County would have the score at 41-6 in favor of Glasgow. The Scotties would get the football one more time and run out the clock. So we're at halftime, 41-6 in favor of the Scotties. Bruce?
Thank you, Larry. Now here at our Don Franklin Auto halftime report, let's look at our McDonald's stats for this first half. With the score 41-6 in favor of the Scotties, the Bears had 6 first downs, the Scotties with 8. Butler County rushed for 79 yards, had 54 yards through the air for a total of 133. The Scotties rushed for 64. They had 178 through the air for a total of 242. 3 turnovers in that first half. They were all by Butler County. They fumbled once and lost it and had 2 interceptions. The Bears were penalized 5 times for 28 yards. Glasgow 4 times for 30 yards. Butler County ran 20 offensive plays, consuming 12 minutes and 17 seconds. The Scotties had 11 plays, consuming 25 plays, consuming 11 minutes and 43 seconds. Excuse me. Let's look at our McDonald's individual stats here for this Don Franklin Auto halftime show. Leading rusher for the Bears was Lonnie Phelps with 50 yards on 4 rushes. He had a long of 18. Garrett Phelps picked up 20 yards on 4 rushes, a long of 13. And Maddox Moore rushed it 3 times for 9 yards. Garrett Phelps was 4 of 15 passing for 54 yards and a touchdown. He did throw 2 interceptions. His leading receiver was Kellen Meredith with 38 yards on 2 receptions. With a long of 31, he scored 1 touchdown. Kanan Vincent had 10 yards on 1 reception, and Trevor DeWeese had 1 reception for 6 yards. Will Amos punted 3 times for Butler County in that first half for a total of 111 yards. That's a 37-yard average with a long of 46. For Glasgow, leading rusher was Cameron Bull with 29 yards on 7 rushes. He had a long of 16 and 1 score. Hudson Gum picked up 24 yards on 5 rushes, and Ryder Heller had 2 rushes for 11 yards. Gum was 7 of 11 passing for 178 yards and 3 touchdowns. His leading receiver was Jarek Martin with 101 yards and 2 touchdowns on 4 receptions. He did have a long of 48. Kanan Allen had 1 reception for 61 yards and a touchdown, and Jaden Bradley had 16 yards on 2 receptions. The Scotties did not punt in that first half. So here at halftime at our Don Franklin Auto show, it's Glasgow 41, Butler County 6. We'll be right back after this 3-minute timeout on WCOU Sports.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at halftime. Just about ready to start this third quarter of play. Because of homecoming, we're a little bit short on time, but quickly let's run through our Glasgow High School week ahead in sports for you. Of course, volleyball season just ended this past week. The Lady Scotties lost to Warren East in the district semifinals. Boys soccer, girls soccer seasons are complete. Girls golf and boys golf seasons are complete. Cross country team has a meet tomorrow with the Class A Region 2 at Central Hardin. JV football team on Monday will play at Allen County Scottsville at 6 o'clock. The JV football team is undefeated this year, folks. They are 6-0 and a chance to go 7-0 in their final game against Allen County Scottsville on Monday. Of course, the varsity football team will wrap up regular season play next week here at home against Somerset. Kickoff at 7 o'clock, our broadcast at 6:30 with pregame coverage here on WCLU. That is a look at the week ahead in Glasgow High School sports. Time to get this second half underway. The Scotties lead 41-6. And Glasgow's going to get the football. Jarek Martin and Cam Bull are back deep. The number of the kid who's kicking off is not on the roster. We don't have a 66, so I cannot tell you who that is. His kick goes out of bounds, and it'll be Glasgow football at the 35-yard line. Penalty is down. Penalty flag is down, I should say. I thought, well, oh yeah, that the penalty is for the kick out of bounds. That's what that's for. So 1st and 10 for the Scotties at their own 35-yard line. Is we've already played a minute here in the third quarter with that running clock. So we should have a very quick second half for you here. Hudson Gummins, shotgun, Campbell to his right. I'd say before too long we'll start seeing some new jerseys in the ball game for the Scotties. Probably get a series or two for the starters. Here's a quick pitch to Campbell around the right side. He's got the 40, 45, 50, 45, and dragged out of bounds at the 39-yard line in Butler County territory.
Kellen Meredith on the tackle. That's number 7 for him tonight.
Pickup of 26 yards there. You know, this entire second half will most likely take less time than the first quarter did.
Yeah, first quarter was 50 minutes.
Right at 50 minutes long. First down and 10 for the Scotties at the Butler County 39. Allen, a wing back on the left side. Heller is the running back in there. Jarek Martin and Jalen Bradley split wide to the right. Gum gives it off to Heller. Has to make a man miss in the backfield. Now spins away from another tackler at the line of scrimmage and makes his way down near the 30-yard line. Good run that time for Ryder Heller.
Yeah, very good run. he got hit, then he spun off, and then he took 2 guys to bring him down, and then Kevin Robbins was one of them. That's his second tackle of the night.
Pickup of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2 at the Butler County 31, excuse me. Three men wide to the right. 1 wide to the left. Heller is the running back once again to the left of Gum. Hudson has the snap. Straight drop under pressure. He'll throw over the middle looking for Martin. It is caught and touchdown Scotties. 3rd touchdown strike of the night between Hudson Gum and Jarek Martin. And Glasgow goes up 47-6 with 8:43 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that was a nice pass, just right down the middle. Ryder Heller made the block that kept the guy off of Hudson Gum so he could throw that football.
That's a good point, Larry. Ryder did make a good block to keep that play alive. Jared Maligon on for the PAT. Snap a little high, but Martin gets it down. Kick is up, and it is good. 8:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. Glasgow leads 48-6. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout here on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce W. back with you here at Hank Royse Stadium. 7.5 minutes now to go in this 3rd quarter. 48-6. Glasgow on top after a 3-play, 65-yard drive that took 3:07 off the clock. Jarek Martin catches a 31-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum. As we told you, it's the 3rd time tonight those two have hooked up for a touchdown. Jared Maligon with his extra point. It's 48-6 Scotties.
4 touchdown passes for Hudson tonight, right?
I believe that's right, Larry. Let's check with Bruce on that. Yep. 4. Who was that other one too, Bruce? I can't remember. Kanan Allen. That's right. Yep. That's right. 61-yarder. Maligon gets the kick away. A low line drive kick fielded by DeWeese back at the 19-yard line. He goes all the way across to the right side of the field. Now looking for a little running room. Now creates a little bit more space down the right sideline, and he'll cross the 35 to about the 38 before he's driven out of bounds.
Yeah, did a good job getting out of some tackles there. Number 29 made the tackle. Ashton Page, that's his first tackle. 5'10", 152 junior.
So 1st and 10 Bears at their own 38. Now 6:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. Twin receivers each way. Garrett Phelps in shotgun. Lonnie Phelps, the running back, set up to his left. 4-man front for the Scotties. Here's a give to Lonnie Phelps. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but keeps those legs moving, and he'll drive up to the 42-yard line.
Brady Gary is the man that hit him first and grabbed and held on to him to get him down. That's his 3rd tackle.
Pick up a 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Phelps gets up limping, and he says he wants to stay in the game, but coaches are going to take him out here for at least one play. He's replaced in the lineup by Maddox Moore in the backfield. Two wide outs each way. Phelps will hand this off to Moore up the middle. Big hole. He's across the 50 into Glasgow territory to the 46 with a Butler County first down.
Maddox Moore. Number 26, Brad Smith on that tackle, 5'8", 130 sophomore. Already seeing some young kids in on defense.
Brad Smith on that tackle. 1st and 10
First and 10 Bears to the Glasgow 46. Garrett Phelps fakes the handoff, keeps it himself off the right side, and he is going to get close to the first down marker.
Taryn Carter on that tackle. He's a junior, 5'6", 127.
Yeah. Lots of new faces in the game here defensively for the Scotties. Don't think there's a starter out there, as a matter of fact. First and 10 Bears at the Glasgow 35. Here's a give to Moore. Goes up the middle with it, slips a couple of tackles. He's inside the 30, down to around the 26. I think he'll be just shy of the first down.
Moore again, up the middle.
Let's see, number 53, Draper Allen on that tackle, 6'4", 210-pound sophomore.
Second down in the yard.
Second down, 1.
3:48 to go in the third quarter. Phelps wants to throw, looking over the middle. The pass is caught by Vincent at the 10, and he's going to be dragged down at the 6.
Pass complete.
21-yard pickup there.
Number 4, Jamari Stockton on that tackle, 5'10", 145 freshman.
So first and goal for the Bears. Glasgow on top, 48-6. Phelps hands off to Moore. Going to get hit at the 5, but he'll fall forward to about the 3, I believe. Maybe the 2, actually. I think they will give him the 2. Be a gain of 4.
Peyton Limley on that tackle, 5'10", 185, junior.
Second and goal for the Bears at the 2 now. Phelps in shotgun. He has a back on each side of him. Lonnie Phelps to the right, Maddox Moore to the left. 2 receivers to the right side and 1 to the left. Here's a give to Lonnie Phelps. Starts at the middle, now bounces to the outside around the left end, and he's in for the Butler County touchdown.
Phelps takes it in for the Butler County touchdown.
It'll make it 48-12, Scotties, with now 2:12 left in the third quarter. Butler County will go for 2. Garrett Phelps in shotgun. Lonnie Phelps in the backfield with him. Garrett wants to throw. Now steps up. Rolling out to the left, he's under pressure, throws man wide open in the end zone, and it's caught for the 2-point try by Clayton DeWeese.
Complete to Clayton DeWeese for the 2-point conversion.
So that'll make it 48-14 Glasgow with 1:33 to go. Well, now they've stopped the clock.
Butler County 14.
Bruce, on the 2-point try, Clayton DeWeese caught the pass. I don't understand what the officials are doing here. They have had the clock running pretty much the entire third quarter, and now all of a sudden they've told us to stop it. So, anyway, that drive for Butler County, 7 plays, 62 yards, took 6 minutes and 41 seconds. 2-yard touchdown run for Lonnie Phillips, and the 2-point try good on a pass from Lonnie Phelps, with a touchdown run. Garrett Phelps completed the pass to Clayton DeWeese for the 2-point try. Now they say run the clock. Here's the kick by the Bears.
He got this one in bounds.
Fielded at the 21-yard line, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
wow.
50, and out of bounds in Butler County territory at the 43-yard line.
Nice run.
Let me get the Scottie roster out because the kids that are in there now are not on my spot chart. So that on the return was Cabron Jones.
Cabron Jones on that kickoff return for Glasgow.
Clay Stepp is the man that made the tackle, his first of the night.
Ball at the 43. A 37-yard return for Cabron Jones, who's a 5'6", 131-pound freshman.
Butler County.
Trace England in at quarterback here for the Scotties. You're basically getting a look at the JV offense. They're going to pitch this ball back to Noah Morgan as he tries to get around the right end, and Morgan going to get hit after a short gain.
Yeah, there's number 12 again. That's his 8th tackle. That's Kellen Meredith.
We told you the JV team for the Scotties is undefeated on the year, so you're going to get a look at them here in this final 12 minutes. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. It's Glasgow 48, Butler County 14. Scotties on their way to snapping a 5-game losing streak. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCOU Sports.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Jathan Franklin gets the carry for the Scotties as we come back to action here to start this fourth quarter. He'll get a yard to the Butler County 40.
Lonnie Phelps made that tackle. That's his 5th.
Jathan Franklin, a 5'9", 200-pound freshman.
4 yards.
Jones sets up as a wingback on the right side. Franklin, the running back. England under center here.
Uh-oh.
Going to give this off to Jones, and he slips a tackle in the backfield. Can he get positive yardage? He cannot. He's going to go down for a big loss back around the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Maddox Moore with the tackle. That's number 2 for him.
His 9th tackle of the game.
It'll be 4th down and 13 here, and the Scotties just going to keep the offense on the field and go for it. Again, Glasgow up 48-14. The outcome of this one is not in question. Scotties have the JV offense out there. Several subs in the game for Butler County, it looks like as well, maybe, or at least a few. Trace England wants to throw on 4th and 13, looking to the right side. Pass going to be caught by Jones at the 40, but he will not be able to get away to pick up the first down. So the Scotties will turn this ball over on downs at the Butler County 40-yard line with 10:23 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, nice little pass, but it just wasn't far enough.
Butler County takes over on downs.
So the Bears get it, 1st and 10 at their own 40.
At their own 40-yard line.
And the Scotty defense back out there, the JV defense on the field here. Butler County appears to have their starters, most of their starters still out there on the field. As Phelps will drop, wants to throw, looking over the middle, and pass incomplete. He was looking for Kellen Meredith, but the Glasgow Scotty defense had him well covered as
Jamari Stockton back there with him.
He was back there with him, along with Keyshawn Austin as well. Stats through 3 quarters, Glasgow and Butler County each with 10 first downs. Glasgow 100 yards rushing, 209 passing, a total of 309. Butler County 120 rushing, 75 passing, a total of 195. Phelps with a quick throw out here, caught by Meredith at the 37. He's crossed the 45, the 50, and out of bounds in Glasgow territory at the 45 with a Butler County first down.
Keyshawn Austin with that tackle, 5'10", 140 freshman.
Butler County's turned the ball over 3 times. They lost a fumble and threw 2 interceptions. Both interceptions returned for touchdowns by Kellen Stone. Glasgow penalized 4 times for 30 yards. Butler County 7 for 38. Butler's had the ball 29 plays, or Glasgow's had the ball 29 plays, 17 minutes and 2 seconds. Butler County's had it 35 plays, 17 minutes, 58 seconds. 1st and 10 Bears as Phelps throws the pass incomplete. Great defense that time by Taryn Carter, who came in to knock that ball away as Clayton DeWeese had it in his hands. He had it secured, but Carter got in there and broke it up.
Yeah, hit it just at the right time, just as the ball hit his hands.
Second down 10 for the Bears at the Glasgow 45. Clock down to 8:14 to play. Phelps rolling out to the left. He's under heavy pressure, and he is going to throw it away. That's got to be intentional grounding. There is nobody anywhere near the football.
Good.
And it will be grounding as the flag comes out. There were a couple of Scotties back there. I know I saw Stephen Garrett.
22, 22 and 76 was back there also. That's Gavin Thompson, a freshman.
Intentional grounding to call on Butler County, and it's a loss of down.
It's also a loss of down against Butler County.
Central Hardin continues to lead Barron County in that critical district matchup for the Trojans as they are playing to host a playoff game. They need to win that game to do so, but Central Hardin leads that game 20-15 after 3 quarters. Phelps in shotgun, wants to throw on 3rd and forever, under pressure again, rolling out to the right side, just looking for some room, and his pass is nearly intercepted, and they're going to say it was incomplete.
I'm not sure he didn't catch it.
I think Keyshawn Austin did catch it, Larry, but he was out of bounds. Actually, he and Meredith, I think, pretty much had simultaneous possession.
Yeah,
but they both were out of bounds, did not get a foot down in play, so it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down and a mile here for Butler County. It's about 4th down and, 22 or so, or 27, I mean.
20, about 27.
Bears will keep the offense on the field here. Obviously nothing to lose. They trail 48-14 with just 6:23 to go in the ball game.
4th down, 27.
Phelps, straight drop, setting up a screen here. And the Scotties play it very well. It was caught by Maddox Moore right at the line of scrimmage, and it was Ashton Page who was there to meet him just as he caught the football.
Second tackle for Ashton.
And that will force Butler County to turn the ball over on downs. Scotties will take over at the Butler County 38-yard line with now 5:53 to go. Glasgow in front, 48-14. Trace England under center. Franklin and Morgan split the backfield. Jones, the wing back here on the left side. Austin, the wide out. Going to pitch it back to Franklin. He bobbles it on the pitch and then gets hit and dropped for a big loss.
Number 52, Brock Finston, his first tackle of the night. He's a senior.
Also 4 yards back to the 42. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Morgan and Franklin split again. Jones, the wing back on the left side. He goes in motion. England off play action, wants to throw under pressure. Now steps up, lets it go. The pass is incomplete. Underthrown that time. He was looking for Keyshawn Austin down around the 20-yard line.
Pass incomplete.
Trace England gets that. He's got a little short arm throw there, but he gets it off really quick.
Kind of snaps it out there, doesn't he?
Snapped it. Yeah, it's not really a long, fluid throw. He just snaps it from his shoulder.
3rd and 14. England wants to throw again. Looking down the left sideline at Austin. It is caught. What a catch that time by Keyshawn Austin down around the 15-yard line. As Keyshawn went up and snatched it. He popped it up into the air and then came back down with a deflection.
Yeah, nice catch. Good throw, too, but Trey.
It's a Baird Private Wealth Management first down for the Scotties. A pickup of 28 yards. 1st and 10 Glasgow at the 14 with 3:56 to go. England in shotgun this time with 2 receivers to each side. Franklin the lone setback. They put Morgan in motion to the right. England to throw. Looking inside, the pass caught. I believe that is Morgan. He goes down right where he catches it at the 10-yard line.
Tackle made by Kevin Robbins. That's his 3rd tackle for Butler County.
Was that 8? Noah Morgan on the reception.
Most of these kids' names that you're hearing are freshmen. England in shotgun. Franklin to his left. 2 receivers each way. Here comes Jones in motion. They fake it to him, give it off to Franklin up the middle, and he takes it for maybe a yard. I think he got nothing. No gain on the play.
Number 6 again on the tackle. It's Kevin Robbins, his 4th tackle of the night.
Third down and 6. Pass into the end zone, caught, and is he in? He is.
Yes.
Touchdown, Scotties.
Who was that?
That is Keyshawn Austin making the catch for the touchdown from Trace England. 10-yard touchdown pass there that puts Glasgow up 54-14 now. 2:16 to go.
From Trace England for the Scotties forward.
Scotties go for 2 here. England under center. Gives to Franklin. He powers forward off left tackle, and he's in for the 2-point try. 56-14 Glasgow, 1:43 to go in the 4th quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout here on WCLU Sports.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
72, 172.
No, 132.
132. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Hank Royse Stadium, where the Scotties lead 56-14. We're going with Jarrett Martin. We'll give you that scoring drive here in just a moment. Malagon gets the kick away, fielded at the 12-yard line. 20, 25, and the returner short of the 30.
I think number 22 got that tackle.
Clay Steff.
Stephen Garrett.
Sorry, Larry. Clay Steff on the return, number 25 there, Bruce.
First and 10.
56 seconds to go here. Butler County have time to get a couple of plays in if they want. They'll start here at their own 29. Phelps to throw. Looking over the middle, or looking down the left sideline, I should say, and the pass is dropped.
Oh, my, right in his hands.
Butler County's receivers have dropped a few passes
They
tonight.
have. They've dropped about 3 tonight right in their hands. That one there was probably a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, I know.
Phelps to throw. He's it far down the field, down the sideline. That pass incomplete. Intended that time for Trevor DeWeese, and that's going to do it. Your final score, Glasgow 56, Butler County 14. Scotties snap a 5-game losing streak as they go now to 4-5 on the year. They'll finish the district part of the schedule at 1-3, and that means Glasgow will be in the playoffs as a number 4 seed out of District 2. And they'll play the number 1 seed out of District 1, which will be Union County. That game will take place at Union County High School in Morganfield 2 weeks from tonight. We'll be over there for the broadcast of that one, of course, but first the Scotties will finish up the regular season next week here at home against the Somerset Briar Jumpers. We'll come back in a moment on our Don Franklin Auto postgame wrap-up. Take a look at the final stats brought to you by McDonald's. We'll hear from head coach Jeff Garman. We'll also name our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Player of the Game. And we'll have our Hardee's Hot and Fresh Play of the game as well. Final score, Glasgow 56, Butler County 14. We are back after a 4-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Hardee's, Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow, La Nacional Restaurant, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, McDonald's, Aero Safety, Applebee's, The People's Bank, TJ Regional Health, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. It's time for the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up.
On the campus of Glasgow High School, where the Scotties pick up a 56-14 win over the Butler County Bears. Glasgow runs their record to 4-5 on the year now, and 1-3 in district play. Butler County falling to 0-9, 0-4 in the district. And Larry, I see Coach Garman already in the press box here. He's come up the steps, so let's go ahead and get him on here, and then we'll let Larry and Bruce get the stats done for us. Bruce probably needs a little extra time tonight anyway. His stats are a little bit all over the place with all the kids who played tonight in this ball game. But Coach Garman joins us now here on the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up. And, Jeff, congratulations on the win. I know it's nice to get a W under your belt.
It is. It's a long time coming, and I'm just happy for our boys. They played a clean game tonight. When you play a clean game, you give yourself a chance on offense, and you're able to score. You're not giving up possessions, and that's what we did tonight. Thought we executed real well, and we were able to throw the football. We were able to run the football at times, and just all-around good offensive performance.
Something else we saw tonight, Jeff, a lot of, which we haven't seen a lot of throughout the year, is big plays. You guys were able to capitalize on some turnovers for Butler County. Kellen Stone has 2 pick sixes. He now has 7 interceptions on the year. Already was number 1 in 3A with 5 interceptions, so he'll obviously maintain that number 1 ranking, you would think. Also on offense, you had some big plays. Jeff, you had a touchdown pass of 48 yards, had a touchdown pass of 66 yards, another 45-yard touchdown pass. So had some of those going tonight, too.
And that's how you score 40 points. And you've got to have some big plays in your offense. And when you do, you give yourself the opportunity to put some points up on the board. And we were able to do that tonight.
Let's talk about Kellen, Jeff. We talked about him a little bit in the pregame interview, but that kid just seems to know where the ball's going to be, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's got really good hands, and he's got a good knack for the ball. And him with 7 interceptions. I'm not going to sit here and say I predicted that he was going to get 7 interceptions when the season started, but I really thought we found a position for him, and I think safety is a really good position for him. He tackles real well. He runs real well. He's able to get down the line of scrimmage and help on the run, and he's also able to play the pass. And, he's just done a really good job. And over his career, he got here as a freshman. He was small, undersized. Got in the weight room. He's put together. He's got some strength to him, and he's got some thickness to him, and he's a really good player. I wish he had one more year to play, but he doesn't. He's really, really improved as a player from the time he started to now. It's his time, and it's almost over with.
Yeah, and on the offensive side, big night for Hudson Gum throwing the football. Bruce is adding up the final numbers, so I don't have all the final stats right now, but I know he threw for over 200 yards. He had, I think, 4 touchdown passes on the night. I thought Hudson showed some real grit in the face of some adversity because he was under pressure quite a bit tonight. Or not quite a bit, but a few times under pressure. He was able to roll out and find some people wide open downfield.
Well, we knew they were going to blitz inside, so that's kind of we expected that, and and when someone blitzes a lot, they're going to make some plays along the way, but we also know if that's your game and that's what you're doing all the time, you're also going to give up some big plays. And Hudson did a good job keeping his composure back there and getting the ball out to open receivers.
And Jarek Martin, our player of the game, had, I think it was 4 catches for 132 yards and 3 touchdown passes. And Jarek, as the season has gone along, Jeff, I think he's shown us more and more what kind of athlete he is.
Oh, he has, and he's done that from day one. It's just about us getting the ball to him and letting him showcase those skills, and when he's had opportunities this year, he's made the most of them, and he's done a really nice job. And him just being a junior and coming back for another year, I mean, he's really got some upside. His improvement from last year to this year and how he plays and the speed in which he plays with, he's going to be somebody to deal with next year for sure.
And we don't want to let you get out of here without talking about your JV team, Jeff, because I know they're 6-0. I think 6-0 on the year. Is that right? And they played the majority of the second half on both offense and defense. They went down and got a touchdown on the board. They looked pretty good.
They're either 6 or 7-0. I'm not for sure, but they've played well all year long. They're a good group. Trace does a really good job. We've got a power back. We've got some skilled kids out on the outside. Trace does a really good job of distributing the ball out there to them. And, there's something to work with. This is what, next year is going to look like in the fact of a lot of these guys will be able to be backups and will be able to push guys for starting positions on the offense and defense next year. And we're going to have a lot more depth next year. you can see what we've got. And most of those kids out there playing that JV, there's a mixture of a couple of juniors, a couple of sophomores, but that's mainly freshmen. So it's going to be a really big sophomore class next year to go with a really big senior class. And usually when we got that combination, we've been pretty good in the past.
Somerset next week here at home to wrap up the regular season. This win tonight, Jeff, puts you in the playoffs as a number 4 seed. You'll play the number 1 seed Union County 2 weeks from tonight in Morganfield. Obviously, you're going to go in there as an underdog, but it's great to at least have a shot at them, isn't it?
Well, you get to go and you get to compete, and like I said, who's the number 1 ranked team right now in 3A?
Hart County.
Yeah, and I think we took them to the wire the other night and gave them all they wanted, and they give them credit. They made a play at the end. They made one more play than what we did, but we've got a chance, and it ain't like in years past where we go and we're in a situation where we're going to be just totally over. We're going to be able to compete with anybody out there. It's just a matter of, do we take care of the football? Do we play a clean game? And, can we stop the run? Stopping the run the next 2 weeks is going to be something very important. So we'll see how we do.
Hart County, by the way, beat Franklin Simpson tonight 28-7, Jeff. So you guys gave them a much better game than Franklin did.
Well, I mean, and who knows what all that means, but I know this. We've played about 4 or 5 games this year that we were in the game every ounce of the way. This thing could have easily shifted to 7 and 3 to 6 and we have no one to blame but ourselves. We didn't play well enough. We didn't coach well enough, or at least I didn't, and we have to live with that. But we've got a pretty decent football team. We just haven't done the things we've needed to do to win football games, but we did tonight. So tonight's a good start. Maybe we can get on a little bit of a run right here, get some confidence, and go out and make some plays and see what happens.
Congrats on the win. We'll see you next week, Jeff.
Appreciate it.
Scottie head coach Jeff Garman, his ball club winning at 56-14 over the Butler County Bears here tonight as we continue here on our Don Franklin Auto postgame wrap-up, and we will now let Larry and Bruce get into our final stats, which are brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. Larry, take it away.
All right, Joe. Butler County got the football to start the ball game, and Glasgow made them punt right off the bat. The Scotties would take over on their 35-yard line at 10:47 of the first quarter. On the longest drive of the game, a 10-play, 65-yard drive took 4:02 off the clock. Cam Bull went over from 2 yards out for the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 7-0. Kellen Stone would intercept a pass on Butler County's next possession, and he would take it all the way to the end zone, a 32-yard interception return for Kellen Stone. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point. Glasgow led 14-0. Landon Martin would come up with a big fumble recovery on the next Butler County possession. That set Glasgow up on their own 30-yard line at 6:20 of the first quarter. Only took them 3 plays, put it in the end zone. It was a 3-play, 30-yard drive. Only took 19 seconds off the clock. Jarrett Martin with his first touchdown of the game, a 48-yard pass from Hudson Gum. Kick this time was no good, and Glasgow led 20-0 at that point with 6:01 to go in the first quarter. Kellen Stone did his magic again on the next series of Butler County as he intercepted the pass and again took it the distance for the touchdown. A 40-yard interception return for Kellen Stone, his second of the game. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and it was 27-0 at 5:22 of the first quarter. Again, Butler County would punt on their next possession, and that set Glasgow up on their own 17-yard line at 2:31 of the first quarter. The Scotties went on a 4-play, 84-yard drive, this time 1:43 off the clock. Kanan Allen caught a 66-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and it was 34-0 in favor of the Scotties with 47.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Butler County would take over on their next possession and again would have to punt the football to the Scotties. they would take over on their own 38-yard line right at the start of the second quarter. From there, the Scotties went on a 5-play, 62-yard drive, took 2:24 off the clock. Jared Martin with a 45-yard touchdown pass, his second of the game from Hudson Gum. Jared Madigan kicked the extra point, and it was 41-0 in favor of the Scotties with 9:36 to go in the second quarter, and that's when we started the running clock. Butler County would get on the board on their next possession as they would take over on their own 32-yard line. They went on a 6-play, 68-yard drive, took 4:18 off the clock. Kellen Meredith had a 31-yard touchdown pass from Garrett Phelps. They went for 2 points on a pass play, which was no good, and the Scotties led at that point 41-6 with 5:18 to go in the second quarter. The Scotties would get the football back and run the timeout there in the second quarter. They would get the football coming back in the start of the third quarter. So it's 41-6 at halftime. The Scotties got the football back and didn't waste any time putting it in the end zone. They took over on their own 35-yard line. It only took them 3 plays to put it in this time. 3 plays, 65 yards, 3:07 off the clock. Jarrett Martin with his 1-2-3 third touchdown pass of the game, a 31-yard pass this time from Hudson Gum. Jared Madigan kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 48-6 with 8:01 to go in the third quarter. Butler County again would get on the board on their next possession as they took the ensuing kickoff on their own 38-yard line. A 7-play drive ensued, 7 plays, 62 yards, took 6:41 off the clock. Lonnie Phelps went over for the touchdown, and I think it was I can't remember how far the run was, whether it was 2 or 4 or something like that.
Which one are we talking about?
Lonnie Phelps, Butler County's second touchdown.
That would have been a 2-yard run.
2-yard run. I knew it was a pretty short run. They went for 2 this time, and it was good. A pass from Phelps to Clayton DeWeese for the 2-point conversion, and it was 48-14 at the end of the third quarter. The Scottie, the JV was playing most of the time this time, and Glasgow would lose it on downs on one possession. Butler County would lose it on downs on their next possession. The Scotties JV team would put one on the board, though, as they came up with the ball on Butler County's 38-yard line with 5:53 to go in the game. They went on a 5-play, 38-yard drive, took 3:29 off the clock. Keyshawn Austin caught a 10-yard touchdown pass from Trace England, and the 2-point conversion was good on a run by Jathan Franklin, and Glasgow led 46-14. Time would run out on Butler County, so the final score tonight in favor of the Scotties by a score of 56-14, and that would run the series in this thing to 17-1 in favor of the Scotties. Defensive stats tonight. First for Butler County, Clayton DeWeese with 1 tackle, Jet Johnson with 1, Kevin Robbins with 5. Garrett Phelps had 2. Maddox Moore had 2. Kellen Meredith led the way for Butler County with 8 tackles on the night. Caden Richardson with 1. Lonnie Phelps had 5. Clayton Steff with 1. Brock Finston with 1. And Xander Stokes had 2 on the night for Butler County. For the Scotties tonight, Trey Smith with 1. Jamari Stockton came up with 1. Cameron Bull with 1. Keyshawn Austin with 1. Ryder Heller with 1. Taryn Carter had 1. Jarek Martin with 2. Landon Martin had 1 tackle and a big fumble recovery. Kellen Stone with the big night tonight. I didn't credit him with any tackles, but he had 2 interceptions for 2 touchdowns tonight. Jeremiah Moore with 3 tackles on the night. Xander Contreras with 4. Stephen Garrett with 1. Peyton Lemley with 1. Brad Smith with 1. Brady Gary with 3. Aston Page with 2. Max Lee had 2. Draper Allen with 1, and Kavion Massey came up with 4 big tackles tonight for the Scotties. So they win it here tonight by a score of 56-14.
All right, thank you, Larry, for those defensive stats and our drive chart. Let's look at our Don Franklin Auto post-game show now, and we have our McDonald's of Glasgow offensive stats for you. Scotties take this one 56-14, each team with 11 first downs. Butler County rushed it for 120. They threw for 90 for a total of 210. The Scotties had 90 on the ground, 254 through the air for 344 yards. 3 turnovers in the game, all in the first half, all by Butler County. They fumbled once and lost it, had 2 interceptions. The Butler County Bears were penalized 8 times for 43 yards. The Glasgow Scotties 4 times for 30 yards. The Bears ran 42 plays tonight on offense using 23 minutes and 17 seconds. Scotties had 38 offensive plays, consuming 24 minutes and 43 seconds. And you got to take into consideration we had a running clock for over more than half the game, so that's not totally accurate because it runs and you just try to keep up with it. But I try the best I can, but that's what we'll go with. Offensively, individually, the McDonald's individual stats for the Butler County Bears, their leading rusher was Lonnie Phelps tonight. He picked up 56 yards on 6 rushes. He scored their lone touchdown on the ground. He had a long of 15. Garrett Phelps, the quarterback, had 30 yards on 5 rushes. He had a long of 13. And Maddox Moore picked up 34 yards on 6 rushes with a long of 12. Garrett Phelps was 7 of 22 tonight for 90 yards and a touchdown. He did throw 2 interceptions that went all the way back for touchdowns, so he really threw 3 touchdown passes tonight, but just 2 of them was to the wrong team. Receiving, Kellen Meredith had 3 receptions for 53 yards and a touchdown. He had a long of 21. Kanan Vincent had 2 receptions for 31 yards with a long of 21. Clayton DeWeese had 1 catch for 66 yards, and Maddox Moore had 1 catch for nowhere. That was a screen pass against the JV team, and they nailed him in his tracks. In punting, that all in the first half, Will Amos punted 3 times for 111 yards. That's a 37-yard average with a long of 46. Individually tonight, Scotties really, they forced us into passing the ball, and we threw it quite a bit. So, as I said, only the 90 yards rushing on the evening, but Cameron Bull, our leading rusher, did lead us with 55 yards on 8 rushes. He had a long of 26 and 1 touchdown. Hudson Gum picked up 24 yards on 5 carries. Ryder Heller had 19 yards on 3 rushes. Noah Morgan had 1 rush for 2 yards. Jathan Franklin carried it 3 times for a -3, and Cabron Jones had 1 rush for a -7 yards. Nice night for Hudson tonight. See him. It's good to see him get his passing game back going again. He was 8 of 12 tonight for 209 yards and 4 touchdowns. Trace England came in and did a very admirable job himself, 4 of 5 for 45 yards and a score. Our player of the game and leading receiver tonight, Jarek Martin, had 5 receptions for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns with a long of 48. Kanan Allen had 61 yards on just 1 catch and a touchdown. Keyshawn Austin came in and picked up 38 yards on 2 receptions and a touchdown, a long of 28. Cabron Jones had 2 receptions for 17 yards, a long of 10. Jaden Bradley had 16 yards on 2 catches with a long of 13. And Noah Morgan had 1 catch for 4 yards. So the Scotties picked up a very needed victory here tonight at homecoming. The Scotties did not punt in the game, but a very needed victory here tonight. And this has been your Don Franklin post-game wrap-up.
McDonald's stats there brought to you there by Bruce. We appreciate the sponsorship by McDonald's of Glasgow. And time now to take a look at our Hardee's Hot and Fresh play of the game for those of you watching on our live stream. And it is going to be the 2nd interception return of the night for a touchdown by Kellen Stone. This one a 40-yard interception return. He previously had one for 32 yards, both of them coming in the first quarter. But our Hardee's Hot and Fresh play of the game, the 40-yard interception return by Kellen Stone. Again, that gives Kellen 7 interceptions on the season now, which places him at number 1 in all of Class 3A in that category. We'll come back in a moment, wrap things up here from Hank Royse Stadium. Once again, your final score, Glasgow 56, Butler County 14. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on the Don Franklin Auto postgame wrap-up.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow. If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Back here at Hank Royse Stadium to wrap things up here on the Don Franklin Auto Postgame Wrap-Up, our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers' player of the game is going to be Jarek Martin. Jarek had an outstanding night, had a lot of good candidates to choose from tonight, but Jarek ends up the night with 5 catches for 132 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, the longest of which was a 48-yard touchdown reception from Hudson Gum, as Jarek and Hudson had a good night hooking up tonight. Hudson ends up throwing 4 touchdowns. 3 of them go to Jarek Martin. Jarek, our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers, player of the game. And that will just about wrap things up for us here tonight. Let's give you a few final scores that have come across at this point. And in what I would consider an upset, Barron County falls tonight to Central Hardin, which means my understanding would be that Barron County will now be the number 3 seed in the playoffs, and they will not get an opportunity to host a home playoff game, unfortunately. But Central Hardin defeats Barron County 20-15 this evening. That's a final score. Caverna picked up a win tonight, 54-14, and I've already put up my schedule of games, so I don't remember who they were playing. It does not say here, but Caverna got a win tonight, 54-14. Metcalf County defeats Greene County 32-27, and a final score. Hart County defeated Franklin Simpson by a score of 28-7. So Hart County is the district champion, as they are now 9-0 on the season, and they'll be the number 1 seed out of this district. And looking at another score here, Edmonson County leads Todd Central 42-16 in the 4th quarter. So those are all the scores we have for you at the moment. We do want to take a moment to thank the folks who helped us out here tonight on the broadcast, we had Mr. Will Perkins on the game cam, Matthew Clark, our producer, video producer here on site, and Mr. Chris Houchins operating the board for us back at the studio. We appreciate the help from everybody tonight to put on a good broadcast, a good live stream for you. Once again, your final score here, Glasgow defeats Butler County 56-14. The Scotties will host Somerset to wrap up the regular season here next week at Hank Royse Stadium. And the broadcast time at 6:30. Our kickoff next week will be at 7 o'clock. Bruce is trying to tell me something. Caverna beat Ballard Memorial 54-14. That's who they played tonight. So once again, we will go ahead and wrap things up here this evening. Scotties get a 56-14 win over the Butler County Bears. Glasgow ends a 5-game losing streak. They now go to 4-5 on the year. Finish the district schedule at 1-3. They'll be the number 4 seed and travel to Union County in 2 weeks for the first round of the playoffs. Butler County will not make the playoffs as they finish their district schedule at 0-4, and they are now 0-9 overall. My broadcast partners tonight were Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune. Again, your final score, 56-14, Glasgow over Butler County. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Go Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. Brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Applebee's, Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow, La Nacional Restaurant, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, McDonald's, Aero Safety, Hardee's, The People's Bank, TJ Regional Health, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Joe Myers. Follow all Glasgow High School Scotties sports right here. Your home for local WCLU. A presentation of Seven Mountains Media Sports.